Stop pressuring me. There's
How
a
am I
lot of buttons to press.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm warm. No, I am, as you can tell from my face. But we have this Stream Deck thing. It's a touch screen, and Tifa hovers with her entire hand above every button, and she goes like,
Yeah, I'm searching for the go live button.
it's the big green one. They're even color labeled.
We have 2 green ones.
That's not green, that's grayish green.
Yeah, but it's still a type of green.
Hello Psycho, congrats on being second and first.
In
Nice.
that order.
Welcome in. Hello everybody. How are you doing? Happy Friday.
It's Friday, yes.
Some of us are more glad that the week is over than others. Oh, you're super warm. We just touched elbows, but why are you so warm?
I'm actually not happy because there's still a lot to do, but I'm also really happy because there is so much to do. You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
No?
I do not know this feeling. No.
Well, I'm very happy for you.
I do not know this problem. I guess you're happy because you're a good kind of busy at work?
I want to say not a good type of busy, but I'm just happy it's weekend, and this weekend I'm gonna do nothing.
Which is funny because...
And you clean up.
We've talked a bunch of times before how we split chores in this household. And it's funny because I want to say I'm doing quite a bit. And the dishes have started piling up because one of us always cleans off her dishes immediately after using them. And the other is Tifa.
Excuse me?
Yeah?
You've done that like 2 times.
I'm calling you out. I'm doing...
2 times after I asked you. And then you stopped as well. So did I, by the way, because I don't have the energy for anything at the moment.
Not true. Not true.
So you're saying that's not double dishes for both of us in the...
Yes, it is.
Sink?
Yes, it is. And why is it?
Because we both
Nope.
didn't do anything.
Here's the thing. When I get to work from home by myself, I clean up after myself immediately because Tifa has instilled this in me and it does
You started doing this week, by the way. That's why you hear that now.
We've been doing this on and off for years. It's just hard to stay in the habit.
Yeah. I could try to say it like you believe in it yourself.
Wait. So ever since the last deep cleanup where we did everything, I actually did keep... No. This is not a Jack moment, this is a Tifa moment. It's the right command, but please, in your mind when you read it, please replace Jack with Tifa in all of these instances. Because the days I work from home all by myself, I make myself breakfast, I wash stuff off, I put it away. Immediately. And when Tifa comes home, and I make dinner, and we eat dinner, and I'm going to get ready for something, or I go to the bathroom or something, and I tell Tifa, can you please take the dishes and go rinse them off?
It still needs to be washed.
And then the next morning I will get to the living room again and I will see that our dishes, along with the cutlery, are still standing there, or laying there, whatever.
That is sometimes the case, yeah, I admit. And I know the dishes are my job as well. I've never said it isn't. But don't even come with your I clean up the dishes after myself. And I'm very thankful you've been making dinner, as I may tell you every single day.
How she keeps talking over and beyond the fact that I just proved to all of you beyond the shadow of a doubt that I'm right in this? Because
but you're not.
The reason things started piling up is because she, when I kindly reminded her, hey, can you quickly take care of this? She doesn't do it.
Because I'm exhausted, yes.
So am I.
I want to say things, but I'm not going to. Also, why are you complaining about the dishes? Did I start this?
Yes, because you did actually before the stream.
I don't think I complained about the dishes today.
Yesterday, Tifa. You know, I usually work from home and I did that all of this week as well, and Tifa physically went to work 3 times this week, as she does. And yesterday, as she is about to leave, you know, I wake up when she does because I am a light sleeper, alarms go off. Tifa is getting ready, and as she's about to get out of the apartment to leave for work, she yells at me, please do some dishes when you get the chance.
Oh, no, I did not. I did yell actually, but that's only so that you could hear me 3 rooms further. Yeah. And I said, if you have the time, please do some dishes.
Yeah, and I didn't.
Yeah, and I didn't say anything.
No, but when you came home and you saw the dishes and like, we need to still do the dishes, which is fair because, you know, chores
because
suck.
we do still need to do the dishes.
And
we're actually out of spoons. That's how bad it is at the moment. I haven't done dishes in like 3 days.
And then today you were also like, oh, I'll go shower, you do the dishes. And I'm thinking to myself...
Yeah, because you said you were gonna help with it. So I said, you start while I shower, and then I finish it while you shower.
I want to say 80% of that dishes pile up is your fault.
I mean, I can't say no because dishes is my job, yes. But why are we complaining about this here? I didn't sign up for couples therapy today.
Because you were complaining about me not doing or not having done the dishes, me not doing the dishes.
But I wasn't complaining. I just asked you for help.
It felt like it.
You guys see what I have to live with here.
I'm sorry, but I only make her dinner every day. I take care of stream stuff. I do so much and you don't... No, that's not true. She does say thank you every single day.
But you also have a whole lot more time than I do.
Because I don't go to work.
Yeah, that saves like 3 hours, basically.
Yeah, it sounds like a you issue. I don't know, find a place where you can work from home.
Okay, how about I quit my job and I will do the dishes every single day.
That's a horrible idea. Oh. We have bills to pay, Tifa.
I am actually quite happy that the apartment after our deep clean is still relatively okay.
If you don't,
besides the dishes.
If you don't check the corners, we usually don't check because, you know, dust is a thing that exists.
No, dust piled up again.
Also, starting this weekend when we do clean up again, I want to keep like a dusting diary because I don't understand why my face does what my face does. I want to say I've gone through every single possible combination of factors I can think of. And sometimes, especially when it's warm, I look like this, which is great because, you know, I'm on camera and if I turn this way, I'm an eye catch because I've got this bright red face. But I would like it to not be like this. So maybe it's dust.
I mean, that could be, but we can't really do a lot about that next to the colonies.
Yes, we can.
There's a lot of dust coming from there.
Just dust every day.
Can't even do the dishes every day, which is 2 plates, a pan, maybe a pot and some cutlery.
So,
and I want to dust every day.
Are you saying that my comfort in my own skin and me not looking like somebody, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or something on my face with AI, are you saying that's not worth it, that you help with dusting some more?
No, if that's needed, then it will be needed, but it will cut into stream time. I sometimes have less than an hour when I come home before we start streaming. When do I dust?
Again, that's a you issue. Work from home.
There is no dusting.
Work from home. It's a you issue.
Hey, Mame.
Hello, Mame. Welcome in. Happy Friday. Please join the couples therapy session where we all tell Tifa that it's her fault.
Why don't we just do a just chatting once a week?
Hello, Dark Lord. Happy Friday. Welcome in. Please join us in this stream where we start off with telling Tifa that it's all her fault.
Where you get all of your issues out.
But all of my issues are out. They're sitting next to me.
Oh, wow. And we're not even married. I'm
just... I can't believe Tifa isn't dusting enough. You know, it's a funny typo. Did you know that if you rearrange the A in Jack and you change only 3 of the remaining letters, Jack becomes Tifa? So I understand why you would make that typo. But thankfully, you know, typos are a human thing and we are pretty good at catching them, and I know what you were meaning to say.
Honestly though, cleaning up sucks so much. Like, it is the worst thing ever.
Tifa, when it's her fault, chapter 1,464 something 3429. Yes, that sounds accurate.
That
Thank
sounds
you.
about right, yeah.
Thank you, Mommy. You understand.
Written by Jack.
No.
Author. My favorite letter is egg.
No, Tifa. Not at all. It's written by Kame Mame F17, which is why now there's an F18 at the end. Because Tifa got revenge on the previous iteration. I see how it is. Nobody is safe from her.
Except for the dust bunnies, because I don't dust.
And the dishes. We are both lazy people, is what I'm saying.
Oh, yes, we are.
And I have to say though,
I feel like days need to be longer. Actually, that doesn't really matter because then I'll just sleep anyway.
There. But when she goes around, making all of you feel, but this is going off of streaming time. No,
yeah,
just
but even
sleep.
if the day is longer, right now I can sleep at like 8.
First of all, why don't you get rest when you sleep? That's a you issue. Second of all, why don't you work from home every single day so you save yourself a commuting time and sleep more or whatever? Nice. Again, a you issue.
Yeah.
And all the other points I can think of right now, basically same idea.
Yeah, so I quit my job. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow is Saturday, nobody's in. No. You should call your work tomorrow and quit. That's gonna be funny when nobody picks up.
But when I call, my boss will pick up no matter what.
Okay, don't call tomorrow. Don't do that.
My 18 is Tifa's fault. Tifa, when it's her fault. Chapter 146434330.
+1. Yes.
Anything else? Psycho? Is there anything in your life you want to put on me?
I want to shamelessly plug ourselves and remind everybody that Team Jack and Team Tifa shirts are available at our official merch store.
Well, all of this was a setup for that.
Yes, I feel like every time we have an argument, it seems like a segue into, hey, by the way, we got merch. Just saying. Jack is doing enough. Mwah.
Jack is doing a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I will never say otherwise. I have never told you otherwise. Just because I ask you for help with something does not mean you're not doing enough.
But have you thought otherwise?
No.
I came too fast.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
How to pick needless fights in a relationship 101. How to ruin a good thing in easy steps. There, just follow my advice.
Despite how it may seem, we have a very loving relationship. Do not worry.
Yes.
There's only arguing on screen.
Of course. No, that's actually true.
It is actually.
Yeah.
Maybe we should argue more off screen so we don't take it on screen.
I feel this is more fun. Because, like, listen, you all can have your relationships however you want them. You know what's best for you. But if all of our fights are about things like this and they end up going like this, I am very happy with that.
I think it could be worse, yeah.
Other people are like coming home and then they realize there's an eviction notice because their fiance gambled away all their money, and here we are like, I'm too lazy to put the dishes away, so now they're piled up and we should both be doing it, but Jack is also lazy, and somehow that's making me cry.
I really wish one of us enjoyed cleaning.
Yeah, I wish I would have known that about you before I met you.
I know, right?
Yeah, by the time I had feelings for you, it was too late.
When you're young, you might not think like, oh, what is a quality I'm looking for in my partner? And you think like, oh, we need to have the same interests.
Yeah.
We need to like connect and click and enjoy the same movies, stuff like that. But no one thinks about, oh, do I like cleaning? If yes, then I want someone who doesn't, because otherwise you'll clash. If both people like cleaning, then each has their own method, and that will probably cause something. But if you don't like cleaning, find someone who likes cleaning. Like, that should be a thing in like dating apps.
I agree, and I did not look away
Like
uninterested. I just realized I did not set up the game earlier, so I quickly fixed that. I wholeheartedly agree. That should be the number one thing in like dating profiles in your bios on like Tinder and stuff. Everybody that is using dating apps, listen to us who've been in a relationship for over 10 years. Put that in your bio. Actually likes cleaning. Watch the matches come in. Nobody will swipe left on you. Or right, I don't know which way is the good way.
And you know, the shitty thing is sometimes I watch these videos of, you know, houses that got way too far, that are like super dirty.
That are just deep down in squalor because like hoarders or something lived in there, yeah.
For example, and then you watch, I see like those deep clean videos where they scrub everything, and somehow I think, oh, that's very satisfying to watch.
No.
Because you see like immediate results. I think that's very nice. But then when I have a spot that I'm trying to scrub for the sake of everything I hold dear, it does not come off. And these people clean God knows who's what. Spick and span.
That's Dutch, by the way.
Oh, spick and span. Okay.
Again,
yeah.
that's Dutch, yeah.
I just made it sound English.
Spotlessly clean is what she's trying to say.
Spotlessly clean. And I can't even get rid of this super tiny spot on the counter, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But the thing is, when you sit in front of a TV and you watch somebody else clean, A, you're watching somebody work, B, it's edited. You know, they go, oh yeah, I like cleaning, look, it's horrible. Whoop, whoop. Look, now it's clean. But you go, wow, that's amazing, I would love doing that too. No, you don't really. You don't want to stand there and keep scrubbing that one spot with 16 different chemicals for 3 hours.
I mean, they probably have done exactly that, but still.
What do you mean people don't clean at double speed? Exactly.
Hey, we use that term too. There you go.
Spick
and span. There.
Listen, that has to be a very localized thing in the USA. I have never once watched an American show, movie, played a video game, whatever, where they used spick and span. I'm gonna Google that. How do you say that? How do you type that?
Spick.
How do you spell that is what I was trying to ask, but I failed.
I'm guessing, and span. Neat, clean, and well looked after. Just the spick is typed differently in
It's
English.
even in the Oxford Dictionary.
Yeah?
I'm opening the Wiktionary on this.
Well, look at that.
Alright, here we go.
Where does it come from?
Etymology. From spick and span new, literally new as recently made spike and chip of wood. From the 1570s.
Wait. It's an imitation of the Dutch spick splinter new, which means spike splinter new.
So, it's still Dutch, that's what I'm saying.
Let's
Don't want to spell the first part too differently. I'm looking at spick and span and I'm thinking of all the ways to make a typo with that and how that could go horribly wrong. Sick and span?
Well, there's D.
Pick and span? D pick and span?
Are you me?
I guess, yes. Anyway, where do you find these mythical creatures who like cleaning?
Yeah.
I wish I knew. I wish I knew. Maybe one day, like one of us will just not sure. One of us will go outside to go like grocery shopping or something, and then a super teeny tiny meteorite will hit you in one of us in the back of the neck, and like pinch a nerve that causes this chain reaction that one part of our brain doesn't get enough oxygen and like dies off, and that was the part of our brains that made us hate cleaning.
That's oddly specific, I like it.
Yeah, so effectively you just walk down the street, you feel this sharp stinging pain sensation in your neck, and then like maybe a moment of headache, and then a day later you'll be like, you know what I feel like doing? Cleaning.
Can I maybe like activate that myself?
Real quick, neither one of us farted. Tifa has come so close to me that was the full lever of our chairs rubbing against each other. Because I could hear it, I don't know if you could. I thought you were trying to pick me up like a cat a moment ago.
No, I was trying to activate the nerve.
Does it work with you? Deactivate the Tifa. Just leave cream and cheese out of the combos and it'll do the work for you like public.
Oh, is that how it works?
If I leave cream and cheeses out, there's two things that might happen. And it's a 50-50 chance, really. Number one, option A is that it's gonna get moldy. And then we have a fly problem. And B is that Tifa eats and drinks it. And there's still no cleaning to be done. You know?
I'll leave it out overnight, snack on it myself and maybe wash one spoon.
Wait, leave out cream and cheese overnight.
It's gonna be fine.
Especially cheese.
I eat it at night anyway.
Cheese, not as bad, but cream.
I'll eat it anyway, so it will be out for like an hour.
We have like 30-degree temperatures right now, which is why we're so warm. And like, no, don't leave cream out overnight with that.
That's what I'm saying. I will snack on it at night while I clean one of the spoons.
I want to say, Tifa, if you snack on expired cream that's been out all night in summer...
It's basically been out for an hour at that point.
You're gonna clean off exactly one spoon because then you will get the wamblies, the rumble tumble in your belly area, and then you're gonna shit out your soul for the rest of the night, I think. Just a hunch. No? Oh well. See, that's how you do it. While you're very sleepy, you won't realize when you're cleaning.
Okay, so I'm going to wake you up at like 2 today to make you get cleaning. Or to make you start cleaning. I think that's a good compromise. I'll set an alarm later.
That's a great idea because, you know, sometimes there are days where Tifa doesn't hear her alarm, but I do, so I wake her up because her alarm is annoying me.
No, I do, I just choose to ignore it.
Really? That's so nice of you because I usually don't need to get up until like an hour and a half after you because you know I work from home. And if I don't have meetings with camera in the morning, if I have to start at 9, I can roll out of bed at 8:59 and still make it in time. It's
but to
nice.
be fair, I have to get up at that time. And unless I sleep in the living room, you will wake up.
Fair, that's my fault.
Ranger.
Hello Ranger, happy Friday. How are you doing?
In April, que incrível. It's a bit early.
Who will never want to leave again? Yeah, the Dutch are weird. But a perfect combination with a ribbon.
That is very true.
Why did I need to change the ribbit command because why didn't I put our frog emote in there? Why didn't I ever think of it? Oh well.
Because back then we didn't have it yet when you set that up.
But I should have thought of it. Not even hunt day, but frog butt stuff. Anyway, I'm sorry, but you did that. I don't know how to implore upon you that you chose that. I mean, it's RNG ultimately, but still, you did that. How are you doing? Other than that. I thought of what I thought was a hilarious, completely unrelated to any conversation we've had so far. Sorry, just segue. Hey, I thought of this hilarious joke. And I want you all to know that I'm sitting on that one because I need the right moment to occur. I think my joke has gotten good enough to the point where it's actually funny. But I know that I've made the mistake in the past that I've shared unfinished funny ha-has out of my brain directly with you, outside of the confines of a perfect moment.
So is this a joke you want to pull off this stream?
I do not know. I just want you all to be aware. I prepared
there's a joke
something
coming.
and I don't know when it will happen. Might not be today. I just felt like sharing that with you. So that, you know, at some point when I do tell you, then I will go, ha! Remember the 23rd of August when I told you all?
I'm not sure what to do with this information.
Yeah, it's the anticipation that kills you, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we're usually not that funny, so announcing a joke,
wow.
a joke in advance.
Speak for yourself, motherfucker.
So announcing a
I am
joke
funny
in
as
advance
hell.
is already, it seems like super German. Like, I'm gonna make a joke in a moment. Like,
I will spontaneously tell a joke in 69 minutes from now. And then you will laugh.
like, we gotta plan this in, right? But like, now you put like some sort of expectation on it.
It's gonna be amazing.
Are you gonna say when you did that joke?
Yes. Gotta make an appointment, yes. Some people, you know, they schedule dates. Other people schedule like dentist appointments. I schedule jokes.
Okay, well, let me know when we need to laugh.
I will destroy the weeds in my yard because the homeowner association said I have to. Homeowner associations are the funniest thing to me because you go through the effort and you make the money or get a loan. Ultimately, you still pay it off, so you get the money to buy a house. And when somebody comes, you own this, but you still don't own it. You still have to live the way we want you to.
Yeah, because if you let it go, you will decrease the value of the other houses by being in a untidy neighborhood. So you gotta
She said untidy instead of untiddy.
Yeah, I know. So you gotta keep up your property and the neighborhood image for everyone.
So ultimately it's capitalism. I need to make sure my stuff is good and taken care of so that other people's value increases.
Partially. And it's also just anti-neighborhoods are the worst. It's also just I don't know.
Yes.
I don't even have a garden.
Exactly. Like we have a balcony. Is that good enough?
We still don't have a balcony because, as some people might remember from like
2
months ago, our thingy to open the shutters broke.
Stop talking. This is now a silent stream. Welcome to the charades portion of the stream. It's impromptu, but...
No, the like rope to open the shutters in front of our balcony door.
The poor cow, yeah.
Ladder? Nice.
And that's why I'm a vegan now.
Cow milker? No, broke. The thing came crashing down, and ever since then the door, or the door to our balcony has been closed off and we get half the light in.
The shutters that are there to keep the lights out through the balcony door have fallen off. They're stuck in there, they're broken because the thing to fasten them broke when I used it the last time, which was like, haha, Jack broke something.
So we haven't had a balcony in over 2 months now.
I mean, we still have the balcony, we just can't access it.
And it's really shitty because outside we have like this, not umbrella, but...
Tifa, no, stop. You cannot keep doing this motion for everything.
I didn't make this motion. I did the thing where you hold the clipper on the side, and this thing where you like move it up and down. So that's a completely different motion. Not the umbrella, the sun... Oh, come on, it's...
I don't know either. Sonnenschirm. Sonnenschirm. What?
Sun... Parasol?
A parasol.
Oh yeah,
we have a parasol
exactly
on the balcony to keep the shade. It's nice if you have a balcony. Going to use this all day and not explain it to Callie.
No, but we have a parasol on the balcony, and it's completely open. And
Yes.
it started, and even no matter the weather, we can't close that stupid thing. So it's been open through rain, through way too warm weather.
If a parasol breaks because it's too warm, it doesn't deserve to be a parasol.
I don't know, with the heat I think it would be better to open it. But it doesn't matter, through a storm, through everything. And there's like tiny holes starting to get in the thingy because we never close it. Because we can't close it.
Yeah, just become a shutter fixer person and then fix ours. Again, it's a you issue.
But we can try to lift it. I
No,
hold
we
it
don't.
up. You go on the balcony, which is probably now the property of spiders at this point. Close it, and then I drop the shutters before you can go back in.
Tifa, there is no way in this life or the next or any multiverse or whatever there is that you're gonna hold open a gate, a door, a shutter, and I will climb through underneath it. Because you're gonna think it's funny if it falls on me, or you're gonna sneeze, or you're gonna fart, or something, and then it's gonna fall. Or both. You know,
sometimes you sneeze and fart.
Then your body takes a screenshot. Yeah. Exactly. And then it's gonna fall on me. And no. I don't need that experience.
What do I go to the gym for now?
Yeah, not that.
Going to use this all day and not explain it to Kelly. Who's a little drowsy from being sick.
Oh no, I hope she gets better soon. Give her a hug from us, but in a way that you don't infect yourself.
Well wishes to Kelly.
Yes, please.
It's more fun. Oh wait, same line. Looks like you're playing the fishing game in Twilight Princess on the Wii. Yeah, no, that's fishing. This and doing this is a parasol because you know you have to like clip open the top layer of where the pole goes in. So if you do this, the parasol is open and then you can move it up and down. So that's why this is different. And if you want to say it's open, you just do the thing like this.
Yeah, no, what she said. I mean, clearly, wasn't it obvious from her gesturing? Like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
If you say so. I'm somehow immune to all the little kid sicknesses. I'm the only one not sick in our home. I hope it stays that way.
Don't say it too loud.
Yeah, because I've seen families where like the kid catches something when the mom gets it because she looks after the kid, and then the dad gets it, and then the dad reinfects the kid. And then it becomes like this never-ending cycle, and it's horrible, you know?
At some point.
Keep away from it. Like a set of shutters. Dark Lord? I don't know, and then it's open. That's the part I remember.
Well, I'm just saying. I don't know how we got to it, but yeah, we have no balcony.
I think that's the plot of a thing. Possibly. I need to pay somebody a tremendous amount of money at some point to go through the entire catalog of all of our streams and do like a supercut of all of your weird gestures. And transcribe them. Nah.
Like they all make sense. Maybe at first you need to know what the word is that I'm portraying, but after you know, you go like, oh.
I volunteer as tribute. I like money. One day I will have that kind of money, I hope, and then I'll think of it.
That's watching through like 2 years of materials.
One sec.
Do you see how many hours we've streamed in total?
I do not know that. I do not know. I do know that.
Is there no Twitch history?
I don't think so. At least I don't think you can look up like 4 years worth of it.
Fair enough.
I mean, as of today, there are 678 videos on our YouTube channel with an average length of, I want to say, 3 hours. Just that alone is reaching almost 2,000 hours.
It's a lot of hours.
That's a lot of gesturing, yeah.
Need to trade in my egg channel points for money. You can technically do that.
I mean, if you read the description of one of them, you actually can do that. I'm just saying. And it's not a scam. It's been there for years.
You don't get the physical money.
No. That'd be nice.
But it's worth money, I guess.
That's true. Imagine if you would get... if there was a program where you could get paid to watch things like us.
You have like these shitty apps where you can play games that they recommend.
Yeah.
And then you get like 10 cents for it.
The funniest thing is I've never actually seen a real person play any of these games. Ever. I don't think they actually exist. I think those are actual scams. Like straight up. Just
I have no
crypto
clue.
scams.
I really don't know.
May we never have to find out ourselves. You know what also sometimes feels like a scam? Tifa giving you recaps. Tifa, what has happened the last time we played Higurashi When They Cry Chapter 3 Tatarigoroshi?
Well, after we have won our baseball match, our baseball coach promised to have a super deluxe meat barbecue for the team.
Irie.
And the time has come. We're having this super deluxe meat barbecue for the team on the shrine grounds.
Even skipped breakfast for it.
Which makes sense.
As did Mion.
On the shrine grounds because everyone and their dads are there.
Because as we also discussed last time, barbecuing is a manly thing to do. Actually, the mothers were there too, helping setting up food, I think.
I don't think they were mentioned.
Well, like we said, barbecuing is manly, you know. It's the 80s, only men get to enjoy the barbecue.
I want a super deluxe meat barbecue, so...
Do it. Treat yourself. When Kelly is better, so that she can enjoy it as well.
I would be up for that. But yeah, we're having the barbecue and we had a little moment with the coach. I forgot his name. Ishii? No, not Ishii.
Irie.
Oh, I was really close. Damn.
I just said it 30 seconds ago.
Oh. Well, with Irie. And we were talking about Satoko a bit and he gave up a bit of her life story to us about what happened to his brother. And he was like, oh...
His brother.
Her brother, sorry.
What happened to him? What happened to him?
That he left and that her parents are gone and that she started living alone. And
her parents died.
Well, yeah, so they're gone.
There is a I mean, listen, I understand that they're gone is a euphemism people say for somebody has died, but they died in front of her or in front of them. So yeah, it's a bit more impactful than they're gone. Carry on.
And he was talking about how he really would have liked to adopt her because he really likes Satoko as like a little sister.
He wants her to call him Papa.
Basically
his
that.
words.
He has tried, but unfortunately as a single parent in Japan, you can't just adopt
as a
kids.
Single person.
As a
he
single
is
person,
not a parent.
Yeah, true, sorry. As a single parent in Japan, you can't just go adopt...
You just said single parent.
Said it again. As a single person in Japan, you
know
can't
the person until you're parent is what Tifa is saying. All of you, you're not even people according to her. I mean, neither are we.
Does owning a cat count?
We don't have a cat.
So what was I saying? As a single single person,
as a single parent, you are not allowed to adopt. Anyway, we had this wonderful heart-to-heart talk with him, where ultimately both Keiichi and Papa Irie agreed that, hey, let's make a promise. We will never, ever, ever, ever do anything to make Satoko cry. And then we agreed on that, and then they both still had a moment where they watched her have fun with all of her friends and was all being happy and make you feel good moment. And then Shion shows up, Shion, I feel like that's important, who overheard everything, makes fun of Irie. Then Mion suddenly shows up again because, you know, she's been there too, she's part of the team.
And Mion was like, ew, go away Shion, we don't want you there, I need Keiichi because we're gonna play a game with those other people over there.
Only the cool kids get to play.
Exactly, and you're not allowed. So in the end, Shion left and we are just about to start playing the game.
Exactly.
Whichever game it will be.
There are no single parents around here. I feel like Tifa has it out for people who are single parents to tell you that you are not in this game.
You can't be a single parent.
Yes, correct. Now, if only you had said that once.
Thing in my
that
head.
would have made sense.
I was trying. They let Gru adopt 3 kids and all he did was speak Spanish.
I mean, I don't see the problem. What are you talking about? Neither are we. We are your chat children.
Aw, little chicks.
Hatched
from the eggies.
Mame, I feel honored and flattered that you would consider yourself such. I do not think I'm ready to be a parent. I don't know if I'll ever be ready to be a parent. I'm just saying.
Where's your problem now?
Hi. That is such a cute emote.
Wait, are all of you over 21? Because then at least we don't carry the financial responsibility.
Oh my god. You know how some people do like 18 plus only stream?
Yeah, that's probably why.
Yeah, 21 plus only stream because as much as I love having you all around, I don't think I can carry that financial burden.
Yeah, I can't even quit my job.
Don't even. You earn more than I do.
You didn't change that?
That's a you issue.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it would have been really funny if you said that. But the fact that you don't think about things like this is because it's a you issue.
I'm 13, by the way.
Before somebody points out that now, legally, on Twitch I have to moderate Ranger's messages, I want to remind everybody that we do know Ranger better than that. And this man, I don't know how old you are, you're somewhere in your 20s, I think? He has 2 kids, and a wife, and a dog, and a house. He is anything but 13. He is the height of the average 13-year-old European, because Ranger is on the snack size spectrum, but he is not 13.
Excuse me, have you seen certain 13-year-olds?
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Some of them are tall. I only need an 8 square meter room with a PC table and internet access. I kind of agree with you there. And then, you know, every now and then, some food, some snacks. Okay, but we're gonna do this.
Psycho, are you gonna do the dishes after you ate?
Monday? No,
we might come to an agreement here.
We're gonna get takeout. Monday, burger day. Tuesday, ramen. Wednesday, döner.
Pizza.
No, döner.
I'm sorry, Döner Donnerstag is right there. Kebab Thursday.
Okay, fine. Wednesday, pizza.
This bitch.
Thursday, döner.
Yes, kebabs.
And then maybe Friday to be a bit healthy, like vegetable stir fry or something.
Fridays are for frying. I'm just saying. I bring my own PC, like these things for hamster cages. Yeah, Donnerstag, exactly. It's right there.
Yeah.
I can't believe Dark Lord is so enthralled by German culture through our streams and what else, that he could think of Donnerstag before you.
Yeah, missed opportunity.
Kudos, Dark Lord. You are now an honorary German.
When do we get yogurt?
Not. And no yogurt in this household.
I haven't heard that song in so long, by the way.
You know what I haven't heard in a while?
We can have yogurt every morning.
I'll drink my protein shakes. Do you know what we haven't heard in a while though? Higurashi and When They Cry. Here you go. I'm just blessed with segues today. Alright. If I can have a click the right button. Suddenly, powerful music.
Let's see, what did they mention what game we're playing?
No.
Because I don't remember. No, right?
Just a game.
Okay.
And Shion wasn't allowed to join.
Let's see what we're getting.
Alright. Club activities had begun, which meant I needed to clear my mind. What was today's battle? Today's punishment game? I'd take anything on. The power of the meat.
I mean, yes.
Okay, Keiichi-san. You should prepare yourself. We're going all out today.
Great, bring it on. Satoku or not, I'll crush you all mercilessly.
I'm kinda hungry now.
We just had dinner before the stream.
I want to put the Lux meat barbecue.
I'm a vegetarian by choice. I will not give you a grade A meat barbecue. I'm sorry, Tifa. The only grade A meat all you can eat that you need, I think, is sitting right next to you. And yeah, I said that with a straight face.
You're a great SS.
Did you pick those letters because I'm German?
Shit! No, because in games that's like top tier.
No, Tifa, it's triple S.
I don't know. One of the games I'm playing stops at SS.
What game are you playing? And are you sure it's legal?
We say S plus.
Yeah, or triple S plus. Yeah, fine, whatever, S, triple S.
To say this though, like this is kind of a good example on how much history still bothers.
Yeah.
Or not bothers, is still an influence on modern day.
I don't know what game we played back then, but this very conversation we've had at length back then. I think it was Bayonetta or something, I do not recall. Or maybe Devil May Cry 4. But we've talked about this.
Because I even
I made fun of
remember
that too.
at work we had a colleague whose initials were SS.
Yeah.
And that was changed in the system.
Yes.
So that it wouldn't be, that's a bit much, isn't it?
You can argue whether that is too much or not, but it is definitely still like a conscious part of the mind of a lot of people, yeah.
Triple S plus, Jack.
Thank you.
But fine, we'll go with your grade S plus.
You could have just said yes.
Yes.
You could have just stayed with grade A.
I was being cute. I was upgrading you.
You were upgrading us straight into hell. Thank you. Read your line, Reina. What? When did Reina turn into a grandmother?
After she had a lamb piece.
Yeah, now do that again and give it the right energy. Come on, you can do it.
Reina will profit from your battle and fish herself up a win.
Fish yourself up a win.
Then I'll get the Mente race first and ride them to victory. What game are we gonna play?
Mente?
Oh, Manta race. What's the English word?
Manta.
Manta race, yeah. Rikachon is flat like a manta ray. Wow.
Manta? Really? Nah, Dark Lord. This is like when y'all Americans say, no, Jack, you're actually saying it wrong. It's not piranha, it's piranha. No, it's piranha. It's piranha. I will die on that hill. The same way I will keep saying manta. It's not manta. It's an A at the end, not a UH.
Alright, this might be one of those words that is the same in Japanese. Go to the log and see how she says manta ray. This seems like one of those
Listen,
English-fied words.
If they say manta as well, I might concede.
Manta ray. You heard it too, right?
I wanted to hear it, but I don't know if I did.
Well, then go to Reina's line.
No.
She
It's
definitely
manta.
said manta ray.
In this household, it's manta.
Apparently means blanket.
I did not know that.
Oh, we're not talking about the fish?
Yes.
Then what's the blanket?
Carry on.
I want to take you home. It's Spanish. Ranger, confirm. Okay, everyone. We have a lot of people today, so let's play something easy and simple. Today's game is...
Wow, what a tease. They're
After
big like
these commercials.
They're big like blankets. That is true. The mantas I've seen ranged from like this size to ginormous.
They're so cute.
Everyone who lost the game dropped out and had to help clean up after the barbecue. She hadn't laughed more uproariously than anyone I'd ever heard when she saw my loser face. Okay, was my getting bombed out of a game really that funny?
We skipped the entire game. What the heck?
But what did they play now?
We just skipped it.
You can't bring up cute fishes and mantas and then not tell us what the game is. Like...
They also call them devilfish because they have horns. Wait, they have horns?
Or the majestic flap flap.
I do like majestic flap flap, but wait.
That's what I would call them if I was a scientist.
Where is the horn? Because I wouldn't count the butt horn.
Tifa has looked up mantas.
Yeah, because oh wait, it's those big D's. Oh yeah, the two horns.
The antenna, I think that's where the eyes are. I'm not sure.
I'm suddenly not sure. Yeah. I forgot.
Whenever I think of a manta or I read about them, I can think of 3 things only. Now I'm doing this thing. 3 things only. Super Mario Sunshine, worst level in the entire game. And if you know, you know. Because that part is like...
Moana? No?
That would be 4,
I'll take
okay.
it off.
There are in Moana as well. Or Vaiana, depending on where you've watched the movie. But for some reason Disney gave the movie and the character 2 names in different areas of the world.
That's because Moana in, I think, Germany? No, Italy.
Allegedly.
In Europe is
an Italian porn actress, I believe.
Yes.
Allegedly, they never commented on that.
Of course they won't. But there's no way that's not the case. Doesn't matter. 1.
Super Mario Sunshine, maybe Moana if I remember that.
Gross. Where?
Italy.
I'm asking to make sure Kelly doesn't see it. Need to confirm so that I can block it.
Steve Irwin. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, the manta did the manta thing. I don't blame the manta, but still, I blame the manta, you know.
That one still hurts.
Yeah, it does. And the stingray.
That's why they're devilfish, by the way.
Potato. Same thing, basically. And...
Same shape.
Third one I forgot. Yeah.
They're both majestic flap flaps.
If not manta, then why manta shaped her stingray? Exactly. Checkmate. Weird fish.
But true, different types.
Manta rays are harmless besides their size. They don't stab you to death. But they have horns. What if it swims really fast into my side?
They're not sharp though.
Yeah, but still, if it's really fast, like if it just whooshes through the water and I'm just, you know, swimming around and then it goes...
You have such a skinny waist, you fit right in between.
Tifa, I've stood up on stream. Nobody believes that I have a skinny waist. I don't believe I have a skinny waist. My pants agree I don't have a skinny waist.
I'm quite sure you... Wait. Manta ray. Distance between... What are they? Horns? Manta ray. Distance between the horns. Blah de blah. Someone must have measured that.
They can get up to 18 feet big. Damn, they big. That sounds really cute.
They bigly. Why is there nothing about the size in between?
Because nobody cares except you weirdo.
Everyone cares. It's only about the span and how big they get, but no one is talking about
the distance between the dangly bits.
Yeah, exactly.
How about this weekend we go to an aquarium somewhere and you measure it out with a stick?
It actually seems like a lot of fun, but it's going to get super warm now.
Not inside the aquarium. Do you know how aquariums work?
I'll think about it.
If you can dodge a manta ray, you can dodge a ball. Okay, I cannot dodge a ball, so I don't think I could dodge a manta.
You should practice with mantas.
How about we carry on and then you never hear me mispronounce the word again, probably.
Man, oh man, Keiichi's face. He was like, how can you still call yourselves human?
Oh, wow, okay. Damn it! I had it all worked out when I bought up the scissors. If only Satoko and Rika-chan hadn't betrayed me. It was going great while we had maintained the united front. Satoko had been quicker to betray me than I her. She was just a tiny bit better than me.
Saw it coming. I warned you about trusting Hojo.
Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun were unanimously wearing I told you so faces. Incidentally, those two were victims of Satoko's traps pretty early on as well. Damn! I was trying to do well enough to make up for you two. And once again, for the showdown, it didn't matter. Maybe this meant I still couldn't match up to the other members yet.
Also wait, does this mean that only the winner will not have to clean up?
Apparently.
So it's only one person that skips the duty.
I'm okay with that.
Because there's so many people, you will barely need to do anything when you clean up.
Yeah, but it's also a huge barbecue for so many people, so I would imagine you also want a ton of people to help.
You were going to have the lowest ranked member of the club play a punishment game, weren't you?
Shion remarked as though forcing me to recall something I tried to forget even for a moment. Is that right? Come to think of it, Maebara-san, when you come up with a punishment game with a president, you looked really heated up. What on earth did you decide on?
Earlier, Mian told me to get an Angel Mort uniform ready. Does that have anything to do with it? She told me to get the biggest size I could find. Oh, suddenly she speaks to Shion?
If it comes to seeing us wear women's underwear, apparently yes.
Are you saying the Angel Mort uniform looks like underwear?
Yes. Part of it does.
Wow.
Tomita-kun or Kamura-kun were giving me these complex, indescribable looks, mixing empathy, pity, and the desire to see something scary all at once. All I could do now was laugh. Strange enough, the more I laughed, the more I felt like it was actually funny. Ah! I lost! I forgot my eerie voice. It's been a week.
I don't even want to know how much he spent on so many people though.
If he was smart, and he knows the Satoko shopping trips, he went to the store to buy the meat just before closing, getting at least 50% off. I'm just saying.
50% off is such a nice deal.
Yeah, I wish we had that over here. Most stores at best give you 30%. Use a Gilbert Gottfried voice for him. I don't have the range to do Gilbert Gottfried. If I could, I totally would. The bet was only the best meat.
Oh yeah, true.
True.
If it's 50% off, then...
Still expensive, probably.
Yeah, but then I guess it wouldn't qualify under the best meat.
Just yell through your nose. Ranger.
It's the perfect voice. Do it. Give it your best shot. Oh?
Isn't Gilbert Gottfried this like really high-pitched yelling? Like at the same time like high-pitched but also like pressed through the throat?
Oh my! But
What is your favorite color? Like I said, I don't think I can do that, but also I don't want to because that's gonna kill my throat, and that's not what eerie sounds like in Japanese either. So
I mean, I'm telling you to do it, but I don't even know what the guy sounds like.
Oh, you don't want to sit next to that for an hour? I've heard, I mean, in his characters, I've heard him talk and... Oh my. Maebara-san, what's the matter? You're smiling, crying and howling. I think it was something like that.
It's okay. He's just pretending not to like it. He can't hide his excitement at the opportunity to gain valuable experience using the punishment game as an excuse. Right. Star. Bling.
Whoa! What do you mean valuable experience? I held my head in my hands in agony. My state of mind could be summed up with a 3-letter word. Fuck.
I mean, if you take out the C, I would still pronounce it the same.
I'll take out the K.
Okay.
It was a sob. Coach gently put his hands on my shoulders. Was he comforting me?
I don't think he said sob.
Yes.
Sob in the thingies means he's sobbing.
I don't care. No swearing on my Christian server. Welcome to our playthrough of Minecraft. Maebara-san, times where you must accept hardship. And just imagine that you're made on the receiving end of some strict disciplining. See? Doesn't the hopeless situation seem kind of fun now? Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
I wouldn't really see a problem with it.
Red in the face and indulging in his imagination, still holding my shoulders, Coach said, "Oh, master," and started twirling around like a ballerina.
Now I see a problem with it.
The thing isn't, for me, that he's doing it like this. My thing with this is that he's also, like, he's you know, kind of like that motion when you really have to go pee. You put your legs together, but like...
With the knees bent?
Yeah, maybe. But it's not because he needs to go use a restroom. It's more like because he probably feels a different kind of sensation. I have 69,000 points. That is all. Carry on. Nice.
Nice.
I have to wonder what kind of word associations he had going on in his head. At the very least, it was much different than what was in mine. The first thing that comes into my mind when I think of discipline certainly isn't maids. Tomita-kun, Okamura-kun. Your coach is pretty funny. I'm surprised he can even be a coach. Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun exchanged glances and answered with dry smiles. And they added that he was really a nice person most of the time, which is something you'd normally say about a person like that. The coach's questionable revolution slowed to a stop, and then his expression returned to a clear, calm one, almost making what just happened seem like an illusion. He can switch gears way too fast. There's a time and place for horny, and there's a time and place for serious. Then let us start cleaning up. Maebara-san, you seem quite strong. Could you bring the plates over to the wash basins and clean them?
Speaking of dishes.
I feel like I'm being shamed by Higurashi right now. Right on it. I hoisted the dirty barbecue plates, each with slimy oil clinging to it, and looked for the wash basins.
One who does not do dishes is not strong.
Haven't you established multiple times over that I'm physically weaker than you?
Shit. Not anymore. You pull more weight than I do.
Yes, that is true, but whenever we get into a playful altercation, you're the one winning instantly, so clearly not the case.
Yeah, but that's because you're very weak to pain.
Yeah, so I'm not stronger than you, therefore...
No, we're talking about physically stronger.
No, mainstream one. Would have to be before December when I probably get my hair taken off.
I would be up for buying Jack a maid costume.
Redeemed handmade.
How much are they on Amazon?
We've had this exact conversation before as well, and I want to say it was like the cheap ones were like $50, but they also looked very cheap.
Yeah, that is also true.
Besides, I would need to get proper blushy crushy training first.
I'll put some on the wish list for when they go on sale.
Also, it needs to be a maid outfit with like a chest cut out, because you know my chest needs to breathe, and then I can show people that I can in fact touch my elbows.
And when I do it, it's TOS, isn't it?
I do not know, but you shouldn't anyway. These are heavy. Where are the wash basins? Over there? Figuring I should make it there before my arms gave out, I headed towards it at a trot.
Never carry heavy things before you know where it needs to go.
Heavy, oily things, because, you know, if you wriggle around and that stuff gets on your arm or hand and you're gonna lose grip, that's gonna be a pain.
I doubt it's that bad.
Sorry, I didn't know you were a character in Higurashi witnessing this. A lot of the adults who had been helping out were using the wash basins, so I gave up and looked for a different set. I asked them and they told me there were more right by the assembly hall too, so I decided to head that way.
Why'd you have them all spread out?
I do not know.
Or they're not set up, they're probably from the shrine.
Rather than multiple basins, there was just one faucet here. I guess it's the thing to the right of the door.
Probably. I thought they just had like these big buckets with water where they were cleaning them in. But
Yeah.
it's from the actual shrine facilities. Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Also, for a moment, I couldn't tell if this is a tiny house or if the pots in front of this thing are like really big.
Those are big.
I initially thought it would be too small to wash plates as big as these, but it would probably still be faster than waiting for a faucet to open up back there. I turned the faucet and water much nicer. Oh. I turned the faucet and water much nicer looking than it gushed forth. I put a plate under the faucet and scrubbed it with my hand to try and rub it clean. It didn't go very well.
Here you go. A sponge and dish soap. You can't wash them with just water.
It was Shion. She threw a brand new sponge and container filled with cleaner to me. Oh, thanks.
You should have just put them by the basins and left it to the grown-ups. You're always doing the right thing.
Are we though? Have you been here during chapter 2? Because we kind of kept defending your murder sister, so I got the feeling that wasn't quite a compliment.
Yeah, but she's our best friend.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about her. I answered her with a forced smile. I was surprised to learn you're the manager for the Hinamizawa fighters. I thought you didn't do stuff like that because it's too much of a bother.
Yes. It is quite a bother. That's why I've stopped showing up entirely.
Didn't Coach say he wanted you to come back? You should pay a visit once in a while.
If I feel like it, I guess.
She made it sound like the end of the world could happen before she felt like it. Whoops. I couldn't keep washing the dishes while preoccupied with conversation, so I decided to take my task more seriously. Shion neither offered to help nor got in my way. She just quietly watched the water flowing from the faucet.
Oh right, I heard something. You were the star player in yesterday's game, weren't you?
Satoko hit the home run, so I think she was the real star player. I didn't know she had those kinds of reflexes. It surprised me.
She's totally different from Satoshi-kun. There's not much doubt that all the athletic ability in the family went to her.
Oh god, now we're gonna learn things we should not be learning this way. Shion smiled as she spoke, her eyes looking at something far away, betraying her reminiscence. Satoshi-kun.
Satoko Hojo's older brother. You know Satoshi Hojo-kun. Oh, right. You just moved here this year, didn't you, Kei-chan? You wouldn't have ever met him.
I was a little surprised that Shion knew about Satoshi. Never met him, but I know a little. After their parents passed away, he transferred to a different school, right? I avoided saying that he ran away from home and used the slightly more vague words that everyone else did.
Transferred? Who said anything like that?
Oh no! I hadn't yet realized that Shion's tone had changed slightly. I do not like this shot. Not one bit.
I thought they were like talking to each other, but...
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of don't like the dynamic in this shot.
I went nom nom on Satoshi-kun.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'm also still thinking, what does Tatarigoroshi mean? Like, there has to be some meaning to it. Well, I mean, who was it then? Yeah, I heard it from someone, but he transferred.
Who? You said that because you asked someone, right?
Who did I ask? I don't really remember. Even so, he transferred, so that's it, right? Not like there's a problem with it.
There is one. Does that mean there's a record of his transfer to another school? And that someone saw it? Or heard about it?
Around that time, I not only noticed how awfully caught up on Shion I was, on this Shion was. Let me start over. Around that time, I not only noticed how awfully caught up on this Shion was, but also how startlingly dangerous her eyes had begun to look. Shion? What's up? You look really serious. With that, Shion seemed to realize the expression she was making. She took a deep breath, pretended to fix her hair, and then went back to her composed expression from before.
Oh, I'm sorry. But Kei-chan, you don't know much about Satoshi-kun, so please don't say that he transferred or anything like that. I'm serious. Please?
I realized I must have had said something I shouldn't have, but I wasn't immediately sure of what I should apologize for, so I just said one safe word for now. Sorry. I just sort of heard he transferred and believed it. Was it actually something else? It was, of course. Preceded by his parents, he had left his sister and run away. But I'd wanted to try and avoid using the words run away, so I pretended not to know. Upon seeing my flustered reply, Shion realized she was intimidating me and lowered her voice.
Can't articulate why, but I think it's hilarious when you can see eyebrows through the hair in anime character. But somehow, if you don't, it feels weird.
Yeah, it feels like they don't have them.
Yeah. It's a very weird sensation, which I understand. But if it's not there, you expect them there. I'm an NPC, it doesn't count for me.
No, I can still see your eyebrows. Yeah, no, this is realistic. Sorry, Ranger, I disagree.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not blaming you for anything, Kei-chan. I was being a little harsh. I apologize.
I didn't really mind. That was a fib. I was actually a little scared even. Was there something wrong with saying he ran away? God should patch reality to let eyebrows show through hair. Yes. We should write a letter to the government to make that happen. Or to the Pope, or both. Just in case, you know.
We can all practice. Maybe if all of us just glue eyebrows to our hair, so that when it gets in front of you, you actually see it. In a couple of years, evolution will do thing.
That's not how evolution works. No, Tifa.
Yeah, but it's like a show that we wanted. You're not believing enough. You're not believing enough.
That's not how...
Yeah, it does.
That explains a lot about you, actually.
In anime, it does. It's exactly how it works. You guys are not believers, and this is why we don't have it. Just saying.
Experiment might be more precise if you use blue hair dye. Apparently. Possibly. Or green. Or, you know, anime main character here. Was there some sort of misunderstanding in saying that he transferred? But before I could ask her, she turned on her heel to leave. Hey, Shion?
Right, good luck with those. Looks like your plate is last. That's the last one you need to wash.
That final remark reminded me of these dishes I had so easily forgotten about. So immersed in conversation were we that it got pretty late. I turned the faucet again.
The water was still running.
Oh, I should read the whole line before I complain. Also, wait, he stopped cleaning, but he left the water running the entire time. Yeah. That's wasteful, Keiichi. I turned the faucet again to get the water flowing faster.
Oh, whoosh.
I violently scrubbed the plate.
I can't manifest eyebrows into reality. Exactly.
Not with that
attitude.
No attic. See, if you didn't live in a place with an attic, you would have had eyebrows like that by now. There you go. When I turned back around, Shion was no longer there. By the time I'd finished washing the plates, most of the other things had been cleaned up. The air had cooled off before I'd realized it, and as the heat that had stuck with us all day dispersed, a nice breeze started to blow. Giving you the 4D experience.
Why, thank you. Speaking of experience, I think this is a good moment to experience a short little break.
Psycho, I know that's just like it's the wind face emoji technically, but seeing just the small version, it looks like a fart. I don't know why, at least in Chrome it does.
I mean, doesn't it also create some sort of wind?
At least I want to say, I would imagine that if somebody drew an emoji based on my farts, it would look like that. Oh, look at the time. We should be taking a break and get some more water.
BRB.
BRB.
We're back.
Wow, that's as late as Tifa was.
My nose was itchy.
In her defense, she prepared the dishes.
What?
You took the dishes from the living room that once again she had left there earlier today and you brought them to the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying she didn't do anything, but I mean, she tries. She has her moments. Okay, everyone, can I have your attention?
No.
Coach got everyone together to make his closing remarks. And with that, another fun day drew to its close. In the end, Mion ended the game with a magnificent victory. Satoko and Rika-chan, who had labored so hard to betray me, had fallen into a huge trap afterwards, leaving them frustrated about more than a few things. People who betray others will one day be betrayed themselves. Never been more true, huh?
Just in time for my food to finish up. Enjoy your lunch, Ranger.
You're not the one I want to hear that from, Keiichi-san.
Reina didn't fall for anyone's tricks. That's how I got second. Reina doesn't buy into lies very easily. She has a sharp wit.
I'm surprised.
Same, I can't believe they skipped the entire game.
Yeah. She seems like she would fall for the first lie to come her way. That's rude.
Funny you should say that, Keiichi. You desired to prey upon others and right away you became the prey instead. Make sure you don't fall for those dumb schemes that promise higher returns the more friends you rope in, okay?
Oh, pyramid schemes, yeah. I think... Are you okay? That's some very aggressive nose scratching you're doing.
Because it's also very aggressive itching. No, I made it worse. It's at a very annoying spot too.
Is it inside your nose?
Yeah.
Listen, I love you, but unless you break both of your hands and fingers, I won't do that.
I would scratch inside your nose for you.
I know you would. And I know you, without me asking you, would go very deep.
I try to pick some brain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can feel the tingle, like underneath the skin in like my forehead. Because I would imagine she's like... tickle, tickle, tickle.
Having salad fingers would help with that.
Oh my god. So that you can touch rusty spoons?
I like my rusty spoons. Salad fingers. Watch it on YouTube.
Don't.
One of the best shows.
If it was...
Mini animation.
If it was, it would still be around.
It's still around.
No, it's not.
Quite sure people still know salad fingers. Someday, over the rainbow. No salad fingers. Watch it.
I'll spoil it for you and I'll spare you the need to Google that. It's like video animations from back in the old days when YouTube just started effectively. About this character, Salad Fingers, and he looks like he's entirely made from salad, I want to say. But he has fingers made from salad and he likes to touch rusty spoons, and he will tell you that. And for some reason, Tifa watches a sentient salad monster touching rusty spoons and she goes, "Oh, I want to take it home."
You know the fun fact? I know it's called salad fingers, but I never saw him as made out of salad.
I would just assume so, because why else would he have salad fingers?
I don't think so. He is greenish, but I don't think he's actually salad.
I think he just hates vegetables. Yeah.
I recommend watching it.
Yeah. I'll try harder.
Excuse me? Salt?
Earlier it was about the 3-letter word, Tifa.
Salad Fingers is a depressing and terrifying flash animation series about a creepy green man who does mildly disturbing things. I would not say depressing and terrifying.
Tifa. Yes.
Or mildly disturbing. That's not how I remember it, at least.
And that's on you.
Are you calling Rusty Spoons terrifying?
Yes. Oh, she doesn't know the lore.
Yeah, I do, but I really do love the show.
I present to you evidence A.
Hasn't been a while since I gotta watch them again.
No, you don't. No, you do not. I do not need you to go, I like touching Rusty's. She does. She used to do that like at least once a night, right in my ear when I was about to try to fall asleep. Like.
Sometimes I'm in a salad fingers mood. Go, I ship Psycho.
Don't. No. You don't need to, trust me. But even good friends will lay traps mercilessly and betray everyone in sight once they get into a serious enough game. But despite that, once it's all over, they can feel refreshed and laugh together. It reminded me of how we were all such great friends. I already did.
Oh, nice. See, people do still know Salad Fingers, Dark Lord, Psycho.
That's on you, man. You've been warned.
Anyways, I'm looking forward to Keiichi-san's punishment game. However, can you really implement such a thing? I would think the store manager would have a thing or two to say about it, no?
Good thing the Yakuza is fine with it. This is staying, see?
I loved how you took like a minute to finish your earlier sentence. That confused me even.
Oh.
There's like 21, 22.
I wonder. Maybe Keiichi-kun will be really cute. Cute? I kind of want to see.
I'm on the edge of my seat. I will trip him up and make him wipe the floor. That would be great.
Nah! Why couldn't I win now of all times? Whenever I think I'll definitely win today, and that'll...
And that I'll make.
Whenever I think, and that...
Whenever I think, I'll definitely win today.
What is it with the writing in chapter 3 that throws me off so hard? It's the game, it's not my fault.
It doesn't roll off the tongue, I get it.
Why couldn't I win now of all times? Whenever I think I'll definitely win today and that I'll make someone else play the punishment game, I lose. Is it not enough? Do I not believe hard enough in victory? Ah!
Gonna make you wipey.
No, listen. The trick to play to the perverts is when Reina trips you over, so that you spill something and then you have to like get on all fours on the ground to clean it. The trick is to go, you know, there's a spill and you of course you want to get everything. So you take whatever cleaning thing you have, like a towel or whatever, and you need to get really close to the surface so that your upper body is really close to the ground.
I see we have some experience
But of course you need to put pressure on your hand to do the wipey. So you need to put your lower body up.
Wait, how? Can you show?
I could, and that will get us banned on Twitch. So I'm leaving the face down, ass up cleaning pose to all of your dirty minds.
Appreciate it, I guess.
Jack is well versed in how to wipey.
I've got a degree in wipey.
I've been 15 at some point, so you know.
The wailing of the loser tastes like sweet honey. How sad. How sad. This is how you get stronger, Keiichi-kun. It's like I'm looking at Michan from last year.
Michan last year? What? Did you always lose and moan about it in the past? How very interesting. I didn't know our undefeated president, Mion, was once like that.
No need to talk about that.
Mion hastily covered Reina's mouth. Everyone watching burst out laughing. Finally, Rika-chan pulled on Satoko's sleeve.
Okay. We should be going soon.
Oh yes, we must go shopping for dinner, mustn't we?
Didn't you just have dinner? How long ago was the barbecue?
Tifa, I think the prim and proper Japanese little girl isn't gonna do what you and I would do at a grade A all-you-can-eat meat barbecue and gorge yourself so that the next 3 days you don't even want to think of food. They'll just eat some, enjoy it, and leave some for the others.
I wouldn't eat it all if there's not enough for the others. But I assume there is.
Well, apparently everybody got
was.
some. I wanted to keep talking like this forever, but it was getting late. We split up with Satoko and Rika-chan and decided to get on our way home.
Or they just do shopping for the week. Alright, bye. See you tomorrow at school.
Everyone waved to each other and split up for the short time between now and tomorrow.
Okay, let's go.
We began walking down the tall staircase leading from the shrine grounds. As the sun started to set, the afternoon's heat began to disappear as though it were never there. Just listening to the chorus of the Higurashi was enough to make me forget about how hot it had been today. But he already had this exact experience earlier, when Shion was there and they did the whole cleaning thing. Then he was like, oh, now it's cooled down so much, now there's this breeze suddenly. Like, I'm confused.
Come to think of it, it's still June, huh?
Actually, it's almost September now, but yeah.
We didn't have a rainy season at all this year. Like, all of a sudden it's just summer, you know?
And now that I thought about it, she was right. It was June, the season of long rain, or... Of what now? I know that's a type of plant, but how do you say that? Hydrangea? It was June, the season of long rain, of hydrangeas and snails. I haven't seen a real rainy season since transferring here.
According to the weather forecast, it's supposed to get more rainy during the first part of the week. They were warning people about heavy showers. I hope it doesn't run into Watanagashi.
Watanagashi? Hydrangeas.
What did you say? I think you were close.
Of course.
You got it. See, you
Okay.
did get it. You were close, you were... Nailed it.
That. What a weird name for a plant. Like, just call it the green thing with the leaves.
I'll vote for that.
That's right. The rainy season's supposed to be rainy. Reina likes all the rain in the rainy season.
What? So much rain just makes me depressed. Hey, Kei-chan?
Huh? I was a little spaced out, so I was late in answering Mion. I was thinking back to my conversation with her sister. When I said that Satoshi transferred, Shion clearly got angry. She was mad at me for saying something so careless. I mean, it may have been a vague way of skirting around the fact that he ran away from home. But I don't think it was so bad that Shion would need to feel mad about it. I wasn't really satisfied with it. I felt like a child completely ignorant of what he was being scolded for. So my thoughts spilled out of my mouth in a very direct fashion. Satoko had a brother, right? Named Satoshi, I think? This is where it all starts to go wrong, isn't it?
What?
As soon as I said the name Satoshi, Reina and Mion both lost their relaxed, comfortable mood and made strange expressions.
Also, if you were right about your theory of the questioning, this is the deciding moment, I want to say. You said last time it's when he starts asking questions.
No, here it was the moment he told Shion.
Oh, or Shion, fair.
Yeah. Should I have?
Same day. Oh, sorry.
Effectively. I mean, yeah, potato. It's just a matter of hours. But ultimately, him doing something that makes one of his friends feel bad is what leads up to his death or the death of other people.
But then today, I would say, is where it begins.
Yeah, and he just keeps handing out like it's free candy on Halloween. Should I have avoided talking about this? That's what they made me think. But I've already said it, so that's that. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested. What happened to Satoshi again? Did he move away? That was such a transparent way of putting it, but in my desire to know everything, I feigned ignorance. Mion turned around and looked to Reina for assistance. Reina looked between us, then quietly and softly spoke.
Wait, did we not tell you? He transferred out.
When I said those words to Shion, she got upset. So I answered her with the same words Shion had given me. Transferred? Who told you something like that?
Huh?
I had only intended to borrow Shion's words, but I said it exactly the same way she had, right down to the fawns in my voice. When I realized what I had done, I immediately tried to soften my remark. If he really transferred, there would be records of it at school and stuff, right? But is there actually anything like that? Mion and Reina, their eyes grew wide. They were at a loss for words. I started to feel like I was doing something really bad. I thought they were only hiding the fact that Satoko's older brother ran away out of consideration for her. I'm not trying to blame you for anything, okay? I just wanted to ask what happened to Satoshi, that's all. Who's dead now? Wow, Skinner, you would die in Hinamizawa instantly, because you are also apparently not great at picking up on these super tiny hints that nobody would pick up on because everybody's weird here. But happy Friday, how are you doing? And apparently Satoshi.
Everything he said. Well, Satoshi we don't know yet, but...
It's implied. The brother of a little blonde girl that likes to tease us.
He probably got eaten.
Oof, right. Yes, you would be. I wasn't trying to blame them. The fact that I had to remind them even looked like I was tormenting them with an impossible question. No, maybe I was actually bullying them. Maybe I lashed out of them and...
Yeah.
Off them? Lashed out at them. I'll read it the way it's written because I'm being confused. Maybe I'd lashed out of them in retaliation for Shion getting mad at me. This whole day had been so much fun, but now? Why did I go and say something that made all of that meaningless? I couldn't help but to regret my own careless curiosity. That's enough. Let's drop it now. As I was about to say that, Mion spoke up. Fucking typo, get a refund. Sure thing, King Cocknuts.
Well, it's not like we were hiding it or lying. I hope you understand that's not what we were trying to do.
Mion's tone conveyed her genuine awkwardness. They sounded like the excuses of a child who'd been presented with evidence of her own mischief.
Satoshi, well... he didn't transfer schools.
There's that sound effect I was waiting for.
Mm-hmm. My typos are worth $1 million. Isn't that nice?
Impressive. But I'm guessing it's like bison dollars. Like it's not a real currency. Because when are you going to spend all that money? Mion said, resigning herself. But I felt bad for pushing her to say that. So, it's okay, Mion. Let's stop talking about Satoshi. Sorry for teasing you. I wanted to apologize, but right before that, The Manga. Why?
What's the Mega clothing line?
It's what racists wear in the USA.
Oh, never heard of it.
You've never heard of Make America Great Again? Where have you lived the last 8
Oh,
years?
I saw it as its own word. Never mind.
It has become its own thing, but yeah.
Yeah, I read it. Yeah. I thought Mega was it was like an actual word.
No, thankfully not. I hope it doesn't stick for the next decade.
He won't come back.
What? Unlike Mion's stammered reply, Reina was extremely clear and resolute. He won't come back. What?
Because he became a snack.
That
Welcome
kinda
back
rhymes.
to cannibalism.
That kind of rhymes.
It does, but that doesn't make it better.
Also, it doesn't have any. Actually, it does have to do with cannibalism, but that's what happened. Probably. Oh,
Tifa triggered me. It's happening.
we have an idea.
No, it's happening. My joke. Here we go. I will try to make it work here.
Oh, wait, I need to sit straight for this.
You always should sit straight.
Yeah, but for this I need to sit extra straight.
Okay, me too. I feel like this is important.
This joke has been planned in advance. Okay, so
Why do in Hinamizawa the people that eat other people never start with the toes?
why do the cannibals in Hinamizawa never start with the toes? Because it's not an appetizer? No, I can't find the word pun in that.
Because some of the participants are lactose intolerant.
Oh, that one is actually okay. That one is not too bad.
Holding the dab.
They like to get a head start. That also would have been a good answer.
Also not bad, yeah, not bad, but yeah, lactose intolerant. Clap, -2, skull.
No.
I consider this an absolute win.
I would not say 10 out of 10. But it's definitely a pretty good one. It's pretty good.
Thank you, everybody. I wish you could have heard my sigh. I did. And thanks to the butterfly effect, what was originally your sigh, like carried all the way across the wind to Germany, and to me sounded like standing ovations. Thank you.
It's basically the same thing.
Effectively, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It really is.
You know, it's just air moving, whether it's by doing this or as a stroke will cause a tsunami somewhere in the world. A tsunami of laughter, exactly. And that will be my fault, yes, I own that.
We did say it can all boil down to this moment.
Yeah, this is the night where everything goes wrong. So, you know.
Lactose intolerant.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I got it out of my system now.
You won't come back. Ever since that day.
Can you read the whole line?
Oh, he won't come back home. Ever since that day.
He won't come back. That was a very strange way of putting it. Normally you would say that he hadn't come back yet. At least I thought you'd only say it like Reina did if he wasn't capable of coming back.
Keiichi, we ate him.
You wouldn't say it like that when talking about someone who ran away from home. What do you mean, he won't come back? Where did Satoshi go?
Don't know.
Reina's word choice felt very cold to me. It was so cold that I couldn't muster a response right away.
Well, she's right. After that day, Satoshi hasn't returned home.
Mion noticed the deadlock between us and hurriedly followed up on what Reina had said.
Well, that is, everyone in the village searched for him, and we even got the police to help us look. And, well, they started thinking that maybe he ran away.
They started thinking he maybe ran away? When running away from home, I thought you were supposed to leave a note or something. So when Satoshi ran away, he would probably have left some kind of a letter apologizing to Satoko. That was just kind of what I figured. But from the way Mion was talking, it seemed a little different than just running away from home.
Wait, this was also before the Watanagashi, so he doesn't know about the whole people dying and going missing
Being demoned
yet.
away? No, we do not know that yet. Or this Keiichi does not know that yet, no.
Yeah, okay. The police did an investigation. Satoshi had been earning money at a part-time job and had some put aside.
How old was this Satoshi that he was working on a part-time job?
Doesn't matter. I had my first job at 11.
We've actually discussed before that you illegally had a job at 11 in the Netherlands, because wasn't the working age like 13 at the time? Or 16?
13. But even if he was 13, like, he could have still had a job.
No, because Mion gave us a whole spiel about that even she, being like 17, is still not allowed to have a side job, so she is helping out family and gets paid for that. That was a whole thing in chapter 1.
Well,
Your face agreed with me there.
he hasn't heard the legend of Oyashiro-sama. Yeah, I thought his reaction seemed a bit weird, but he didn't know that, yeah.
No.
And they learned that on the day he vanished, he withdrew it all. And then at Nagoya Station or something, they spotted someone who looked a lot like Satoshi.
He withdrew all his savings to fund his escape from home. Was that it? It seemed consistent enough for me. But before I could say anything...
I think that's the line. Satoshi-kun didn't run away.
declared Reina shortly.
That's new. That they do the line
Yeah.
like that.
Hey, wait. So, if he didn't transfer schools or move away, and he didn't run away from home, then what on earth?
Stop it, Reina.
Mion whispered to her. Reina, however, continued without interruption. And then she said this.
Oh, so this is where we learn about Oyashiro-sama.
It is episode 4, that makes sense.
Because it was Oyashiro-sama's curse.
Huh? A curse? It took some time before I understood what Reina meant by that. Mion clicked her tongue and shook her head a little. No, not now, not already in episode 4, come on, not the eyes.
Satoshi talked to me before he disappeared. He said someone was watching him, stalking him. They even followed him home. He told me that when he went to bed, they were standing there at his bedside looking down at him.
Hey, that's kind of what happened to Keiichi in chapter 1.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it, Reina.
It's a portent of Oyashiro-sama's curse. There's no doubt. I think, somewhere deep down, Satoshi-kun was probably thinking about abandoning Hinamizawa and running away. And Oyashiro-sama wouldn't allow that.
I said stop it.
Oyashiro-sama is the guardian deity of Hinamizawa. He would never allow anyone to abandon Hinamizawa and run away. I apologized for it. But Satoshi-kun probably didn't. It must have been Oyashiro-sama's curse!
Oyashiro-sama's curse. I hadn't intended to repeat it, but the words came out of my mouth anyway. Oyashiro-sama's curse.
The police may have said he ran away, but I don't believe it. I won't believe it, not ever. It's just a lie told by the self-important people in the village who don't want to admit it was the curse. And whether or not you believe in Oyashiro-sama's curse, it's...
Mion struck Reina in the head. And not in a joking way either.
I told you to give it a rest, didn't I? I tried to be nice, but you're pushing me to my limits.
Pushing her to her limits. Actually, there was plenty of displeasure and anger in Mion's face at that moment. For a few moments after being hit, Reina looked astonished. Perhaps the voices of the Higurashi calmed her frantic mind, because after a little while she regained her original calm expression. I didn't know you could slap the cult out of somebody.
If only it was that easy, yeah?
The dime on the piano wire noise. That's how you make that sound?
Is that the sound effect, how they create it?
I mean, I don't know enough about instruments to know that, but that sounds like a cool thing to do.
I find sound effect making a very interesting topic, because sometimes you see how they make sound effects for like movies and stuff. And then you think like, oh, they would just do the thing to make the sound, and it's like something completely different or a different action that they do.
Punching people, for example, can be done with a cauliflower. By punching the cauliflower. That impactful thudding, that's punching into it. I once saw this documentary, I don't know for what movie it was. What movie they were like showing how it was made for. But it followed like the sound effect people. And there was this fighting scene, and then there was this lady sitting there like in front of a microphone, like, you know, like an ASMR stream kind of thing. And like every time, like in the rhythm of the punches being thrown on screen, she would have to punch the cauliflower. And like the fight scene kept going on for a bit. So by the end, she was like, she kept punching the stupid cauliflower. Like it had broken to pieces. There was like the thing flowing everywhere, like all in bits and pieces, and she just kept hitting the
Sucks if it breaks before.
The poor cauliflower. She kept committed, like being committed. Like she, at the end, I think it was you couldn't have saved it. Like you couldn't even have like scooped it up and still prepare it to eat. Punishing your salad. Yes, exactly.
That's funny to see how they do it.
Next time you go to the supermarket, everybody, find a cauliflower or like a head of cabbage. Actually, cabbage would be too hard, I think. Get a cauliflower, a broccoli, or like an iceberg lettuce, and just punch it.
The moment you punch it, I'll fall down.
Get somebody with you that falls at the exact moment. Actually, don't do that. A, you shouldn't do that to food, and B, I'm pretty sure you're gonna get banned, or at least kicked out. And it's not a good thing to do. We arrived at the place we always split up with Mion. No one said a word until we got there. The voices of the Higurashi just tortured our ears with their buzzing. We always split up with Mion here, leaving just Reina and me.
Hey, Keiichi, didn't I promise to lend you some manga? Want to come over real quick?
Huh? She promised that? However, I quickly realized it was a convenient way of saying she wanted to talk to me alone.
Oh, I see. Okay, then Reina will go home.
Maybe she realized it, maybe she didn't. Thankfully, Reina quickly said she'd go home before us.
Bye, Reina.
No, nah.
Bye, Reina.
Now I talked over you.
Bye, Reina.
Thank you. See, that's what happens if you don't commit.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yep. See you tomorrow. Keiichi-kun, don't be too much of a bother now. It's already evening.
I'm just going to borrow a few books. See ya. Considering the fun day we had, it was a very insipid, lonely parting.
Way to go, Keiichi. Hey, don't worry too much about before.
How can you not worry about what had happened there earlier? Your friend looked like she was possessed. Your other friend hit her in the head to make her snap out of it. After a little while, Mion finally spoke. Quite some time had passed since splitting up with Reina. No, I'm not really... I think it was my fault anyway.
We weren't trying to hide anything about Satoshi. It's just one of those things that we shouldn't mention, you know?
Yeah, you know, the usual things in a town, you know, just the cult of eating people, and then sometimes people go missing, you know, just
a little thing.
Just average village things, you know? At this point, I understood exactly what you meant by that. Judging by our odd interactions with Reina, I understood so well it hurt that I shouldn't ever talk about it again. Actually, if that's the case, then with Shion too. No, this is a bigger problem. Talking about it in the first place had been indiscreet. I shouldn't have been interested in it at all. But that's why I really had to think about it. About why everyone got so irritated. Idiot, stop this, Keiichi Maebara. By the time I tried to warn myself, I had accidentally spoken already. To be fair, that's not something you casually drop. Yeah, like all of this is weird. Like I think it wasn't it Irie who told us about him transferring in this case? Or was it Reina?
No, it wasn't Reina.
Not Reina, Rika.
It was Rika, I think.
Like,
Quite sure it was Rika.
Why would you tell some... I guess, friends being friends, they share things with each other, but...
Well, you're not supposed to talk about Oyashiro-sama's curse.
Well, she didn't.
Yeah, so she said transferred.
Again, it's Keiichi's fault for anything at all anyway, because, how dare he want to know his friends better.
Also, wait, is this her house already in the background? Or part of her landing?
I think we're on the way there.
Because there's the white van that tried to kill us in chapter 1.
I think we're on the way there.
Oh.
If anything. I wouldn't have mentioned it, to be honest. If I knew that bringing it up to the wrong people in town could get the person killed, no, I will keep my mouth shut.
Then no, but in a normal situation, if someone asks, you would say it.
Again, like...
Assuming your neighbor or whoever you tell won't get eaten or killed or...
The thing is, I don't know what I would have done as an 11-year-old, like Rika. Now, at this point in my life, if I had knowledge that somebody else would get killed for, yeah, I'd keep my mouth shut. I won't ask ever again. So, could you tell me honestly, what on earth happened to Satoshi? He ran away. He ran away, right? White. For a long time, Mion remained silent, but finally, unable to endure it any longer, she began to speak timidly.
Have you ever heard about Oyashiro-sama's curse?
Just a little bit. I got the gist of it. I only ever heard someone in class talking about it, though. Wait, when did...
No, there was a moment, I think, where the festival was mentioned. Not 100% sure if that was in this.
Oyashiro-sama was the name of a deity protecting Hinamizawa that they worship at the shrine we had barbecue at today. And a few years ago, when they started talking about flooding Hinamizawa as part of a dam project, one of the people who worked on the site died of something, and people blamed it on Oyashiro-sama's curse. That's how it was.
Okay, then maybe not in the classroom. Where did he pick this up? Or is this just a moment we...
I think we ask the wrong questions.
Yeah.
We just have to accept.
Fair. Satoshi's dead parents? They were proponents of the dam project.
Huh. Wasn't everyone in the village against it? Why would they support the project if they lived here? The dam project that would flood the entirety of Hinamizawa. I heard the village all got together to fight the terrible project, but it was a little hard to believe there were villagers who were supporting it.
Well, there was a lot of stuff going on, but not everyone agreed to stand up to the dam proposal. Satoshi's parents were basically the leaders of those who were all for it.
Leaders of the ones for it? Satoko and Satoshi's parents?
Yeah. The government had gathered a lot of compensation money to exchange for the construction of the dam.
I was gonna say, if you have to, have people, move because of something like this, you would give them money, right? And especially since you're effectively gonna destroy all the land that they potentially owned, that has to be a good chunk of money, I would hope. Those filthy hojos, apparently.
This is why they cursed. There were plenty of people who agreed with the proposal because they wanted the money.
aside from a few households, Hinamizawa was, in general, not very affluent. Not because they were proud to inherit the land of their ancestors. Keiichi, you're wrong about that. We are very proud of that. It wouldn't be strange if some people wanted enough money to start a new life. But even in that case, they would have to hesitate to say no, given the situation. It just happened to be Satoko and Satoshi's parents who understood that and stood up to be their representative. By that standard, you might say Satoko and Satoshi's parents were very heroic. They volunteered to be hated, all to help those without much money who didn't have a voice.
That's actually very nice.
Yeah.
This is what we in America call eminent domain. Usually the caveat? Caveat?
Yeah.
That sounds fancy. Is that the money won't be enough to afford an equitable house or for cultural reasons.
Cave it, hi. Sometimes you just gotta cave it, you know? You get a piece of pizza and you just cave it.
No, caves are cheap.
Naturally formed ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. I've heard of eminent domain before, but now I know what it actually means. But yeah, I mean, that's not eminent domain because that's not done by like the state. But there's this somewhat famous story that gets posted on like Reddit and stuff at least once every half a year, I want to say, where suburban developers wanted to buy land to build like all of his housing project, like individual houses and stuff, and then sell them for a lot of money. But this one family refused to sell the land.
Oh yeah, you have that.
So you have this aerial shot of this like whole like village of towns, and in it you have this one green stripe with a house at the end. And that's for people who didn't sell.
He also had this guy in China who refused to buy his house for a highway construction, and they just
built the highway right in front of him.
Yeah, it goes around his house from both sides.
Yeah, you effectively still ruined the house.
I mean, yeah, it's a question about, do you want to die on that hill, yes or no?
Do I want to live in between two lanes of highway where that means the air quality will drop immediately? No, thank you. The holdouts, exactly.
Enjoy that pizza, Skinner.
Please do.
You can always eat pizza. And then, their parents had bad luck. They died in an accident on the day of the festival honoring Oyashiro-sama.
Ah yes, you know, a Watanagashi. Huh, what a shame.
So people started to think that maybe it had been Oyashiro-sama's curse.
I thought back to what Coach told me today. They went to a nature park on a family outing and fell from a cliff. So people thought even Satoshi running away from home was because of Oyashiro-sama's curse?
Well, yeah, basically.
It was a bit of an evasive reply, but I felt like it was wrong to ask any further, so I didn't press her for details.
I don't think I need to explain this, but for Satoko, her parents' accident and Satoshi running away, and all the business about Oyashiro-sama's curse, none of it's a very happy story, you know?
Yeah, of course I knew. I could only nod silently.
That's why we're not mentioning anything about Satoko's family. Even if someone asks about Satoshi, we just lie and said he transferred schools. You can understand why, right?
They wanted to protect Satoko's happiness, her smile. As someone who thought that way once, even for a short time, I really did regret having been imprudent enough to broach the topic to begin with. Yeah, I get it. I'm sorry I asked something so careless.
When they were building my new school grounds, this old man refused to accept the huge buyout. Dude died like a year and a bit after the new building opened.
No.
Ugh. It's boarded up now because I think it had squatters and crackheads camping there.
I mean,
right at school.
I think it's... I don't know. I can't think of the right word. But I think there is something that I can look up to in somebody that goes, no, there's so much emotional value attached to this that you cannot give me any amount of money for me to sell this. Like, I find there's something, I don't know, poetic about that.
Oh, but when I do that in Monopoly.
about like
Suddenly
in
it's
the
a
story
problem.
you shared with us, yes. But then again, like, I don't know. I don't know how I would act. If somebody told me, yeah, you know that, I don't know, that thing you have, we're gonna give you $1 gajillion for it, I'd be like, that's $1 gajillion, you know?
I want to say there's probably no item or possession where if they offer more than the value, or I would still be better off by getting something else, like a different house or something, that I wouldn't accept. But I don't really
I
get
do not know.
emotionally attached to items or houses or stuff like that.
I understand if you don't want to move in shiz, but it was like some private company because my school became an academy. Literally everyone else on the street took the offer except him. It wasn't even like he had family either. I get it, but it's for the kids. Yeah, it's complicated, you know?
It is, even though I'm quite sure at some points they'll find ways to bully you out of it.
Yeah, what are they gonna do after he died? Like if he didn't like let anybody else inherit the building, I guess.
Yeah, but then it becomes state property.
Yeah, and then they can just buy it from the state. Because I'm pretty sure the state won't go, yeah, but this old man really wanted to keep it, so no, you shouldn't. No, they're like, how much? How much did you say? Yeah, here's, go ahead.
Or it goes into like this auction,
No,
and then they can still buy it.
fair enough. So here's why you can't say Satoshi transfer. Now go back to telling everyone he transferred. Yeah, I mean,
I feel like that's even more awkward somehow, but sure, whatever works.
all of Higurashi only really works because of social constructs and like tiptoeing around certain taboo topics, you know? And here it just happens to all be somehow connected to murder mysteries.
It's the village life.
Is that like that in every village? Because I grew up in a city, I'm a city kid. Only villages I know are from vacations. And I've never gone on a trip somewhere to the countryside. And I looked at the villages and went like, yeah, you look like you're in some deep kinky shit. I don't know, it just never occurred to me. When she heard that, Neon smiled, seeming a little relieved. With that understanding, thinking that I should get going, I began to make my way home. I could have really stopped at Mion's house, but it was already late. I'd stop by again the next time I had the chance. Bye then, Mion. Sorry about today. See you tomorrow.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Another rookie mistake. Should have gone to her house to A, discuss that there, you know, in the like privacy of your own home, and should have taken a manga along. Like,
Now we left without. Yeah.
have you seen Reina's eyes earlier? I won't be shocked if he's standing behind that tree over her.
Can't say we were lying then.
I didn't pay attention to rural life when I lived out there. Good, and that's why you're still alive today. Keep that in mind. We waved to each other. Then suddenly remembering something, Mion called out to me.
Kei-chan, one more thing. Not only around Satoko, could you keep quiet about Satoshi with Reina too?
Why would you yell that? Huh?
I think you realized earlier, but for some reason when it comes to oyashiro-sama's curse, she gets extremely serious. Ever since she transferred here. Also, she owns everyone here, basically. She can shout whatever she wants.
Fair enough. Yeah, I forgot about that fact, you know. Yeah, judging by how Reina was acting earlier, it was clearly no laughing matter to her. Mion had interrupted the conversation for us. But if Mion hadn't been here, what might have happened? Why would Reina be so serious about it? Not only Reina either, but Shion too.
I don't know. Reina's... Oh, this is a secret, okay? If you tell anyone, we're not friends anymore.
Mion emphasized this as her expression clouded even further. I won't tell. What's this about Reina?
She says she's been a victim of Oyashiro-sama's curse before. This little fruit fly is getting in the way in case people are wondering.
Yeah. We're not high, we're not seeing sounds and tasting colors. It's one of them stupid fruit flies.
It's Oyashiro-sama.
Oh god, we love you, please come back. Oh god, oh god. And then suddenly behind us a shadow takes shape and it becomes the Higurashi eyes, and then the stream just cuts out. No. Huh?
Well, it may sound mean, but I think it might be a bad case of a persecution complex or some kind of wrong assumption.
Give me that line again.
Go. But she says so herself, so I believe her. If I poke fun at it, she gets pretty upset. Reina jokes around all the time, but she's really scary when she's mad.
I get it. Don't talk about it in front of Reina, right? About Satoshi.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And now we only said we're not gonna mention Satoshi in front of Reina, so clearly we're gonna ask her about Oyashiro-sama's curse for next time we see her. That's what's gonna happen, isn't it?
It's totally different.
We don't talk about Bruno, exactly. Disney stole the plot of Higurashi for Encanto.
That must be it too. Yeah. If possible, I think we shouldn't talk about this ever again. For her sake. And for Satoko's.
For everyone else's too. If I must say, for your own sake too, Kei-chan. With a silence, Mion made sure I knew that. Yeah. Okay. I got it.
Thanks.
Saying only that, she waved her hand and began walking away. I watched her go, a little dazed, and then started walking myself. Satoko's older brother Satoshi. Had he run away from home? Or had he been a victim of a curse and disappeared forever? Whichever the case, none of this was anything I should have asked about. And the cooling air forced me into self-reflection. I wanted Satoko to smile. Yet my curiosity easily defeated me, and I frivolously tried to step into the dark side of things in a joking way. I'm shameful. I wanted today to be exactly like yesterday. I wanted tomorrow to be just as fun as today too. So why did I go and do something like that? We were having a blast at the baseball game yesterday. And today we had a blast at the big barbecue party too. It was a lot of fun. But when I went and almost nullified all of those fun times. I would have to be more careful starting tomorrow. I would put all this unpleasant stuff behind me forever. Like hell, I'm gonna let my enjoyable life end because of how careless I was today. But the more I thought that I'd be more careful starting tomorrow, the more I couldn't get rid of the ominous thought that I had already put an end to those enjoyable days with what I'd just done. Well, third time's a charm, right, Keiichi? I want to know before all of this is over if the Keiichis all share memories, because...
I don't think so.
Hey, wait. Calm down, Keiichi Maebara. The gears of destiny are freaking gigantic, aren't they? What happened just now was trivial. It doesn't make any sense to think my life will be totally different starting tomorrow. But even though I understood it logically, the mist in my heart wasn't going to fade until tomorrow turned out to be as fun as today. I'm acting weird and thinking a little too much about that conversation. I wish tomorrow would come already. I wanted it to make me understand how absurd my insignificant doubts really were. The night was long. You'd think they'd be smarter by now. Assuming that they share some sort of information, sense, whatever. Ooh! We got through the whole chapter already. How about before we get to the tips, we take another short break?
Can do. BRB.
BRB.
We're back.
After just fighting off another fruit fly for all of you.
Still the same one.
Potentially. I don't know how many we have. Oh look, when you go over it with a mouse. I mean, A flickering, sorry about that, but she opens her mouth. No, we have it just light up.
Start at the first one.
The slacking manager. Oh, now my nose is itchy. What did you do to me?
Now my nose is fine.
Oh, my head. Oh my god. Shion-san, why don't you help out a little?
Are you asking a girl to carry something heavy? This is why you still haven't found a nice lady at your age, coach.
Well, you see, at times like these, here's what people say. It's none of your business. That was a great exchange. What? He was loading the station wagon with heaps of equipment we'd used for today's barbecue meeting. All the feathers.
Close.
I swear I saw feathers. I was thinking, where are we going with this? But yeah, of course, no. All the fathers and sons who had helped were starting to get on their way. Alright, so Shion-san, why did you come all the way here? If you rode here on your bike, I can give you a lift.
I did, but I'll be fine riding back. I appreciate your consideration.
I was glad you came today. Things don't quite fit together without a manager here.
Am I still the manager? I've been shirking my duty for an entire year, so maybe you should just fire such an incompetent manager already.
What exactly is her deal? Because, she could just leave. She could just quit.
Well, she did leave.
She could just quit.
She has the title alone.
Yeah, and what does she do with it? Why did she want it to begin with?
Nothing, I think.
Alright, if you say you want to quit, then I'll fire you whenever you want.
That's not fair. Let me go soon, please? Every time I don't show up at a game, I get an annoying phone call and I can't stand those. I'm slightly confused.
If you were honest with yourself, Shion-chan, you'd be far cuter. Your father is so sad. Why did he go wrong to... Your father is so sad. Why did he go so wrong as to deserve such a rebellious daughter? Well, perhaps if your father catches you in a big, loving embrace, you'll open your eyes? Well, then don't mind if I do. Come here. I'm dramatically confused.
I have no clue where we're going.
Coach was fooling around with all his might, but Shion just smiled into the distance without responding.
Nothing's changed. You're still a weirdo, Coach, and everyone's still lively as ever.
Even though Satoshi-kun isn't here. Is that what you wanted to say? He'll come home. I'm sure of it. He has someone waiting for him.
Wanna bet that Shion and Satoshi had a relationship?
I'm telling you,
Write it down.
Irie is Satoshi.
He's not Satoshi.
Irie is Satoshi. Yes. Yes, Irie is Satoshi. I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, go ahead.
Higurashi. 23rd of August.
Also, you said that before. Did you not already write it
Satoshi.
down?
No. Then I didn't mean it. Now I do. So what did you say?
That Shion and Satoshi had something.
Shion and Satoshi had something. Dinner, breakfast.
Yeah, relationship. I think we should also mention the chapter. Maybe write it 3.
I think it's obvious.
Because I think my things might be different per chapter.
That's fine. I don't write down the chapters and then you can count it regardless of what happens.
Oh.
Maybe in this reality you might be wrong, but in another you could be right.
Fair. Say whatever you want.
He sure is cruel, isn't he? Going off to who knows where, leaving such a cute girlfriend behind.
There you have it. Oh, he's probably teasing. I was gonna say 2 lines further. Girlfriend? Ooh. Ooh. Huh?
For real?
This really was a press A moment.
I hate you, Tifa.
But it seems like it wasn't the case and she was just crushing on him. Jeez. Quit laughing already. Coach.
Coach bent over and laughed heartily for a little while. We'll see each other again. Please come and root for us once in a while, okay?
If I feel like it. I have no desire to be the manager anymore, after all.
That's fine. If you don't like it, I'll fire you. I'm not the kind of person who likes forcing people to do things against their will.
Bless you. Gesundheit.
That nose tickle eventually turned into a sneeze.
Okay, fine, fine. I'm sorry. You win this round. If I feel like it, I'll come root for you, so for today, just be patient.
Whoops, that time already. Past time to return all of this. I'm already making them wait for me. I'll be leaving for the day then. Let's meet again at the next game.
Yeah, if I feel like it. And bye, coach.
This
So what have
entire
we-
conversation feels like somebody hit me in the face. What?
I don't really get this one.
I guess the one important part is that yes, Shion and Satoshi had something. Something, whatever that is.
Well, let's see if tip 2 brings more to
That
light.
would explain Shion's interest in... What do you mean he transferred? Is there proof of that?
Well, there have been small hints already that she is a bit more involved into the whole Satoshi thing. You know, when they mention her, she gets a more serious expression or more sadder, stuff like that. So obviously she does care about whatever happened in some sort of way.
Could Keiichi actually be Satoshi?
Press tip 2.
No, hear me out. Could he actually be Satoshi?
No,
Why not?
because the other dude is already Satoshi.
Who's the other dude?
Who did you say, Eri? Everyone is Satoshi. You're Satoshi. You're Satoshi. My middle name is actually Satoshi. Like, I never wanted to say it because, you know, data protection, and I didn't want to get all of that out there on the internet. But now you know, I'm Satoshi.
You'd think people would notice that he looks like Satoshi.
No, because they magically forgot, or he now has a mustache that he shaved off.
It's the Team Rocket disguise.
Mm-hmm.
It's this.
Press tip 2.
What if Satoshi... Fine. Fine. Copy of a preliminary autopsy. You're a hater and you know that. The autopsy suggests the victim was killed in the following... Wait.
Oh, we finally get back to the murder in the beginning of the chapter.
Narration voice. 1 sec.
Assuming this picks up there.
The autopsy suggests the victim was killed in the following manner. First, entire body bound in restraints. Traces left behind from when the body seemed to have been bound indicated usage of a specific restraining table rather than a rope or another common method. Finger joints on either hand appear to have been bound especially tightly. Highly likely that the table was either specifically made or homemade.
Specially made? Or
Highly
homemade?
likely that the table was either specially made or homemade.
Isn't that kind of Oh wait, specially made by others, homemade, made yourself. Yeah.
But that feels like highly likely that the table was either specially made or homemade, given this information.
Well, in a murder case, that's important. Because either the person made it himself, or he paid someone to have it made for you, which means clues. So in a murder case, I want to say you need that info, or you want that info.
See, if you put it like Dark Lord does, I understand it. Thank you, Dark Lord. What if Dark Lord is Satoshi?
You're too late, I already called out that chat is Satoshi.
What if Higurashi is Satoshi? What if I am Satoshi?
I'm already Satoshi.
Okay. Can't we all be Satoshi?
I'm gonna Satoshi you if you don't do your line.
I'm gonna Sayotoshi. Really quick, that's what made me smile about this.
I'm lactose intolerant.
I don't care. Squidward. Is anyone here not Satoshi? Psycho, you need to back me up on this if you remember. Back in the olden days, when I was a young little Jack, we had this commercial for, I want to say it was a juice, like orange juice mixed with other stuff. And yeah, some juice product. And it was called Bluna.
Okay.
And part of the commercials was that somebody was, I think it was somebody drinking it, and then somebody else was like, oh my god, you're drinking Bluna, can I have some too? And then they're all drinking it, and then like part of the commercial was like, sind wir nicht alle ein bisschen Bluna? As in, aren't we all a little Bluna? So Exactly, thank you. I'm not just remembering this myself. It was a real thing in Germany. So what if...
We're all a little Satoshi?
Yeah. 100%. Chat delay. It worked beautifully. Don't you worry. Mwah. Thank you, Psycho.
But what if Satoshi is the 16th student, laying hidden somewhere within the school, the one they call the ultimate despair?
The ultimate Satoshi. What if Satoshi Hojo is the ultimate Satoshi and everybody else is just Satoshis?
I mean, if we are all Satoshis, you must have an ultimate.
Yeah. What if Satoshi was just off screen in a wheelchair? That's why they don't recognize him, because he's so old and he's pretending to be blind. Yeah.
No, that's the other multiverse Satoshi. That's chapter 4.
What if Mion sent one of her magicians to attack the stork carrying baby Satoshi and baby Keiichi, and Keiichi fell down onto this island where these friendly dinosaurs live, and he is like magnetically attached to trying to find where Satoshi is.
Yeah, sounds about right. Satoshi spelled backwards is genocide jail.
Oh my, in Japanese.
I knew it seemed familiar.
Yeah, it gets kind of lost in the English translation, but in Japanese, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this game doing to us?
Both has an I in it. Coincidence? I think not. I was actually looking like what letters even come.
Just the I.
Just the I.
Oh, and the O.
Oh yeah, and you.
And that is the proof. There you go. Second, both ears and nose severed with a sharp blade. Traces of a restraint and other things seem to suggest there was at least one more other than the one who severed these body parts holding down the victim's head. Possible that multiple blades were used, with one of them most likely being scissors or shears. Third, 5 nails penetrated fingers on each hand. One long nail stuck in each joint of each finger on each hand for a total of 30. The deceased fingers were nailed to wooden planks 20 square centimeters large, extremely likely that these planks were part of a restraining table. In addition, it is likely that the table was originally designed for just such a purpose. Fourth, abdomen incised, intestines removed. The incision in the abdomen is likely to have been a technique grounded in medical methodology. The incision in the abdomen is likely to have been a technique grounded in medical methodology using a sharp blade. Estimated that there was still no threat to the victim's life at this stage. After this, the organs inside the incision were dismantled and removed. The victim likely died as a result of this process. 5th, body disposed. After fastening a dumbbell to the victim's neck using a commercial pet collar, the victim was likely abandoned in the Uji River's third drain. Judging by the dumbbell's weight, it is highly possible they would have needed at least 3 grown men to have disposed of a body. To ooishi-san. There's a copy of a preliminary autopsy of a slaughtered corpse in the Uji River. Chief Shigeharu sees this as having a possible relation to the S group. What are your thoughts, ooishi-san?
The S group.
Sonozaki.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
100% Sonozaki.
Kali buzzed my hair off. Why?
Oh,
Finally committing
okay.
to the bald look. Was it getting warm?
I mean, I used to buzz cut my hair all the way until I was 20. And the thing is, if I ever do that again, you will immediately be able to tell. Because until my hair reaches like, I want to say like 6 inches, it stands straight off of my head. I have like this tiny mini afro kind of hair then, and it looks really funny. And at some point I realized...
So we should do it.
No. That's not really a look that makes me look any more attractive. So I just started growing out of, I started growing my hair out. It's weird to speak sometimes. And that's when I met Tifa, and hey, it worked. Just saying.
When did we get Jack host a true crime podcast? Well, you're basically listening to it now.
Never. I don't like true crime. Sorry. Fictional
Excuse me?
crime, maybe.
2 times a week, at least.
That's not... Okay, according to Tifa, Higurashi is something that actually happened.
Based on true events. I'm telling you, there's a village that eats people somewhere out in this world.
I think the game actually starts with "this is all fictional." I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's what they have to say. There's no fictional thing that isn't based on something.
It's not getting warm, I'm getting bald. So, grow your hair out, like long, and then just do the like swirly hair. Just like comb it over, like each way. Make it like a layer pattern. Like from left to right, then from the back to the front, and then from right to left, so it's like 3 layers.
Going to live vicariously through Eli's unbelievable curls. And Max. And me.
Ask Eli, when he's old enough to consent to this, to grow his hair for like 3-4 years, and then cut it, and then use that as a wig.
That's fine. And my bow.
And my Tifa.
I'm very
volunteered you. You're more like a mascot, but...
That's okay.
Yeah, everybody needs a mascot.
Exactly.
Kelly said to try the samurai hairstyle. Do it.
Might as well.
East round 3.
Worst case, you can still get rid of it.
Jack could pull off the Chon Mage. I'm gonna Google that. Or Chon Mage? I don't know.
I would have said Chon Mage, but...
Chon Mage, it's Japanese.
Jack would not pull that off.
No.
Jack would not pull that off.
No. The idea of like cutting, like shaving the hair off here and then getting the ponytail to lay on my head, no. I don't find that an interesting look. No.
Once it's time to cut your hair, we can cut it on stream.
No, we don't.
And then just go to the hairdresser the next day.
Doubtful. Oh god, ooishi-san is back. There it is, Ron. What? Did he get a new speech tick in this one? There it is, Ron. Free Chun, free Dora, free Chun, free Dora Mangan with 1500 extra.
They're playing games again.
Mahjong, I guess. Yeah, thank you. I'll take it.
What's up with that? How do you have tree Dora? Dora the Explorer.
Kumagai, no Kumagai.
Dora. Tree Dora.
If you still haven't, watch the Dora the Explorer movie. It is amazing from beginning to end. It's really good.
The live action one. I had so much fun watching that. It was shocking, actually.
It did not have any right to be this good. One of my favorite movies, actually. Unironically. It's
was
really
so
good.
much fun. Dora the Explorer live action, watch it.
Do it. I think a run is like a call. I'll take it.
I have no clue.
You idiot! You're the one who flipped over another Kandora when you knew she was in Tenpai. That's what you get. They might as well speak alien to me. Getting more Dora was the only thing I could do after revealing the chun. You can't discard a Dora tile after a Yakuhai is out.
I always thought I liked Mahjong because I always played the version on your phone where you have to match the tiles until the thingy is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Until I once had like this online app for it where you could play with others, and I'm like, how does it work with others? Like you have to keep trying to get more matches, and I did not understand anything about the game.
Because you didn't play Mahjong, you played a matching game with Mahjong influences.
Yeah, but I always thought that was Mahjong, you know what I mean?
Same.
I always thought that was it, and if you play with others, you just have to try to get the most sets out of it. It is not that at all.
It's like multiplayer memory. Not quite.
Dora stars in a new Alien movie. Okay. I'll
still not watch it, but...
I'll watch it. I'm currently on Alien 4. No, Prometheus we just watched. Prometheus.
Prometheus? It's true, we watched
Prometheus.
That was really good. We'll see it eventually when it comes to streaming. Real Mahjong is more like poker.
Yeah, I don't get the rules at all.
Alien, no alien. Yes, please. She grinned meaningfully as his body's swearing began breaking down the walls and reforming them.
So wait. What's alien in Spanish?
Alien.
That did sound very Spanish.
Yeah. Prometheus. Tiefus from the deep state down. Well, not the deep state, but the deep south states, you know. Gonna watch some Prometheus, drink some sweet iced tea, you know. Have some barbecue.
No, but I can just imagine during like the Alien movie, you just pause and it goes like, oh, can you say alien in Spanish?
Can you say face hugger?
They do the same in Dora, in the Dora movie, and it happens in the first 5 minutes, and she's like, "Oh, can you say hello in Spanish?" It's
something like that.
"Hola," and then the parents in the background are looking at her like,
"Who is she talking to?
Is she ever gonna grow out of this?" It's more like also aimed at adults, and it's just really funny.
Okay, it is not alien; it is extraterrestre.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it, but yeah. I've seen a couple of clips. You haven't seen it! Okay, we're gonna watch the movie.
Can you unmod Skinner really quick? Like, we need to keep the quality standards up. You need to watch the movie, dude. Do it.
I was like, Dora the Explorer live action. Watch it for the
bad
rules.
can it be? Yeah.
I thought it was seriously a good movie.
Yes. I agree.
I think you're Komiyama.
No, I am Ooishi and the forensic investigator.
By the way, Ooishi-san, identified her yet?
What? Oh, the mutilated body in the drainage channel. Any new leads come up? Yes, well, you'll have to find proof yourself, though. What? I didn't know police work is a choose-your-own-adventure kind of setting. I thought they worked together.
When the Sonozaki family is possibly involved, then it is.
Fair enough.
Then it's like, find your new project adventure.
Just keep busy.
You're really something. Who was the deceased?
Why do you always say diseased? It's deceased. There's a huge difference in that one sound in the middle. The way you pronounce deceased is making me feel diseased.
I have a foreigner right. I can pronounce it how I want.
It's their accents.
Exactly.
Rina Mamiya, actual name Ritsuko.
Apparently she worked for the Blue Mermaid, a hostess bar on Shishibone Flower Road.
Phew, that's a nasty place. The young leader of the Sonozaki owns it, yeah? Yes, Komiyama?
Sonozaki. Whoops, so it's related to the S Group. That mountain will be tough to scale. Rumors say the deceased had been dipping into the Sonozaki's protection money, and on pretty significant scale too, from what I've heard. I love Prometheus. It was a really
Prometheus.
Prometheus. Yeah, that was also a really good movie.
How about you Prometheus me, but from now on you will say Prometheus?
Better than Alien 3.
Everything is better than Alien 3.
That is also very true.
Not watching any movie is better than watching Alien 3.
How does Stephen pronounce Romulus? Romulus. Yeah. I stick to that.
Thank you, Dark Lord. Or?
Covenant.
Well, 1 out of 2. Romulus.
What did I say?
Something like Romulus.
Romulus, yeah, that's how I would say.
Now you said it in Dutch, now you went Romulus. It's like, you know, if you don't know what that actually is, like you come into like a home and it's like a pig's and like, what's all this Romulus here? Romulus? Yeah, that's Tifa speak. Romulus.
Sounds about right. Romulus.
Sometimes Tifa puts in a little bit of a southern tang, you know, just like do a southern draw a little bit. It just sound like sometimes you spend some time with, you know, cattle and, you know, horses and stuff.
Romungus.
No, Romungus.
Oh, that's Romungus.
I guess it should be Romulus, since they named Rome after him. In German it's Romulus. Romulus and Remus.
See, that's where the pronunciation comes from.
Pronunciation? No, Tifa is just a simple southern country lawyer. I don't think like my southern accent is good, but for some reason I like doing it. It just feels funny to do it to me.
I can't do it. It just happens sometimes.
Yeah, but you get into this like weird northern United Kingdom-ish kind of. That was a decent draw. My trick is to really just try to not move that part of my face, and then I just try to sound like all the cowboys I've ever watched in the movies, you know?
You want to have a piece of grass?
No, I just pretend I'm holding something.
No.
Mostly I just try to not let my canines not touch, you know, just kind of like this, and it gives me this cool face, like I'm a bandit or desperado or something, you know? I should have given a voice like that to a character.
Well, you can do. We'll probably get a new character in chapter 4.
Ooishi. I'm just I'm just an honest policeman, what can I do? A woman getting her hands on the protection money? That sounds like a man's behind it. Will the disgusting sexism in this game ever end? Like, now women can't even steal money from the Yakuza?
On the protection money.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
The Sonozakis are extorting businesses to pay them so that they don't get smashed.
Okay.
Women can be criminals too, exactly. Women can do anything they want, including crime. They shouldn't, but they can. Not a lot of women do that sort of thing themselves. Well, he's dead anyway. The body just hasn't been found yet.
About that, ooishi-san. Her cohabitant's apparently alive.
Alive? Maybe he'll die soon. Vermin usually exterminate other vermin. I think we have a very nice self-cleansing system going on.
Jack sat next to one. I'm no criminal.
No, she's a criminal. From Romulus. She came here on the ship the Prometheus.
You're only a criminal if you get caught.
Exactly, it's like with cheating during exams, you know, it's not cheating until they found out you were cheating.
Exactly. Anyway, her man. It's, well, Teppei Hojo.
What?
Wait. Are we gonna go with...
Wait, what?
Satoko's mother. Mother is dumped in the...
Wait, what? It's Teppei time! That kind of makes me feel hungry, like I'm getting food. Okay, wait. So...
It's a press A moment, I think.
No, wait. Rina Mamiya is the person who was found dead. Oh, sorry. Ritsuko Mamiya. Or Ritsuko Rina. I don't do Japanese names, I'm bad at that, sorry. This person is found dead. And she lived with Teppei Hojo.
Psycho agrees with me that it's best to press A.
Yes, Komiyama?
Hojo? Who's that? Wait, that's a new voice.
Teppei Hojo, the husband of a housewife who was beaten to death last year in Hinamizawa. I heard he disappeared after the incident, though. I get it. He was staying at his lover's place, huh? And so the Sonozakis grow ever more suspicious. Where is he now?
He was living in a woman's apartment. He must have thought she abandoned him, so he's been searching around shops and other gathering places.
What?
That felt like an abrupt ending. So it just makes you a good criminal. I'll take it.
There are no good criminals. Who brought Jake Marshall from the hit game... Sorry. Who brought Jake Marshall from the hit game Phoenix Red Ace Attorney into my funny dairy product stream? You know, mommy, sometimes Jake Marshall trademark copyright Capcom. Sometimes he just appears, you know. There's a little bit of Jake Marshall in all of us, I want to say.
No. There's no space next to all of us being Satoshi.
What if Satoshi is Jake Marshall? Okay, so... Assuming that this is all linear time, or at least somewhat adjacent to each other, Satoko's dad is still alive, and he is...
Now, weren't their bodies found?
He is or has lived with somebody who worked for the Sonozaki family. Which seems like a weird thing to do. Her parents are dead.
Yeah, he was confirmed that.
It's the uncle... Wait.
I'm a bit confused about the names.
Oh no! Teppei is the guy that was the abusive asshole. Satoko lived with her like uncle and whatever first.
Mm-hmm.
And then there a murder happened too, and that's when she lost all of the rest of her family. So the uncle or whatever he is that killed... Wait!
I'm still confused about the names.
Is the police stuff and the intro that we watched in this episode, in this chapter, happening in the past from where we are currently? Because this seems
we still
like...
don't know.
No, but we do know in chapter 1 or 2, I forgot, I think it's in chapter 1, it's established that Satoko lost her parents. We know that they apparently fell off of a cliff during this like park exercise kind of thing, whatever. But then she moved in with relatives. And there, the deadbeat guy living there apparently killed the lady he was living with, and then he disappeared.
Yeah, we learned that in the previous one.
Yeah, so my question is, the thing we just witnessed and the intro to this chapter where we find the body of a girl, did this actually happen back then, after that Watanagashi, like 2 years ago, from the story of the game as we're witnessing it with Keiichi? Curiouser and curiouser.
As in, you mean that happened in one of the other chapters?
No. It happened before the time we're currently playing through with Keiichi. It's a flashback.
Oh yeah, that could be. But we still don't know.
Why do I need to say the F word?
That was the question we've already asked ourselves last week.
Let's find out at the beginning of this episode.
No, I say we go through that on Sunday. You're not gonna find out here. This is not even gonna touch the topics of the tip.
I merely followed the advice of Dark Lord Noir, who said press A.
Yeah, the last time I followed that advice, we were still here for an extra 2 hours.
That was on us.
Yeah, that's why I'm not following the advice.
That was 100% on us. People said we were getting close to the end, which was true. We didn't ask how close we were to the end.
But I learned, is what I'm saying.
It's fine, it wasn't us. Don't let Tifa get under your skin with her bullshittery. Fine then, Tifa. Be a hater that way.
You always go like, oh, I want to know the answer, but you know damn well you're not going to get the answer in the part you're going to see. They're not even going to talk about it.
What if I do?
They won't.
What if Keiichi's mom now made breakfast and, because it's a weekend, she made pancakes? And Keiichi gets like the first or last pancake, and you know how pancakes, when you make them, like if you let them get a bit color, they sometimes have patterns depending on how you prepare them? What if the pattern that he finds on his pancake is actually Satoshi Hojo, written in kanji?
That could be, but unfortunately they probably won't show you, so you will miss the moment.
The thought plickens. I think I've seen that happen before on adult websites. No?
No.
Okay. I tried.
Yes, you did.
Same, yeah. With you it was just assumed, Skinner. Just saying.
I'm so looking forward to a weekend of watching you clean and do nothing.
That's not gonna happen. I don't know what kind of like multiverse you think you live in, but that is 100% not going to happen. I'm not gonna lift a finger if you don't do shit. Nah.
Oh, wow.
This is an equal opportunity household.
He doesn't love me anymore.
No, I do, which is why I think you're an independent lady who doesn't need my help.
But I do.
That's also okay. Then through my actions, I will enable you to get to a place in life where you don't need to rely on me.
Okay, but then how about you show me this weekend
Yeah,
how to do it?
I'll do one and then you do the rest. Easy.
No, I need more guidance than that.
Okay, I'll do two and then you do the rest.
If there's only 3 things, sure.
There's like 50 things.
I tried.
You see, this is the full extent of my love. If what it takes for Tifa to grow as a person and to get to a happier place in life, to gain more independence, I need to become the villain in her life, then I'm going to do that. It's not that I want to be the asshole in the relationship, I'm doing it for her. Yeah. I'm pretty sure, what every person who ever was being a dick to their partner had said to themselves at some point. But with me it's true.
Well,
I'm different than the others.
Whichever.
Yeah, exactly, she's out of arguments.
Yeah, I'm out.
It's rare for you to be at a loss of words. Satoshi.
I've said a lot of words.
Also, now assuming that what we just witnessed wasn't a flashback, how did Teppei Hojo manage to get away from the Sonozakis long enough to live up until this point? It feels weird.
You shut yourself somewhere in a house and never come out. It's not impossible.
But that also means you never went past the window.
Yeah, could be. You know how many people live as shut-ins in their house? With windows closed?
Okay, listen. If I was in
Blinded
charge...
windows?
If I was in charge of this huge Yakuza group and we wanted to find a guy, if there is somehow from the point onwards where this guy went missing, this one apartment where they never opened the blinds.
Who says
Fishy.
he was in the city? Or stayed in the city?
Well, from what they discussed at least, he also went to different gathering places, so he had been outside. Maybe the Sonozaki family ain't that great of a Yakuza clan. Just saying.
You can't know it all. And you'd have to absorb every apartment in the big city.
Just get enough staff.
It is possible to disappear, you know.
Nah, not if the Sonozaki clan was as great as they say they are. I'm just saying. If you have
Sure
all
thing.
of that money and influence and reach and wealth, then we should have found them.
Not necessarily how that works.
But maybe by learning how Teppei escaped all of these people finding him, we might learn a thing or two about how the person who during the original Watanagashi thing took a part of the dam construction person went missing. We will like be able to like tie them together. Like, oh, maybe they did the same thing. Maybe they are the same person.
It sounds too easy. I don't think so.
Are you just trying to be contrarian now?
No, I don't have a counter, but I think it sounds too easy.
Okay, what do you think is more likely then?
I do not know. That's why I said I don't have a counter. I just don't think it's that.
You know, sometimes at work we have meetings where specifically, because like it's understood that a lot of people don't necessarily agree with what we need to do, we have this rule where you can't open your mouth unless you have an idea how to do it better. Sometimes I feel like we should introduce the same concept. No, not to just be quiet, but if you say, no, I don't think that's the case, you have to present how you think it happened. Welcome to the new Jack solo streams, where there's 2 people on camera, but only one of them talks. And that seems really weird, because it is.
But no, I can't disagree with you without having something to back it up.
Yeah, but you have to have some idea what happened instead.
No, not yet.
Wow. I
Oh,
think
that's
Tifa
my
needs
stomach.
food because her stomach just growled very loudly at us.
Yes, it did. Which means it's time to go get a snack and head to bed.
But I'm right here. Wow, hurtful.
Well, then I can just go to bed.
Actually hurtful. But that means we still have to end the stream now because I don't think you get to show cannibalism on Twitch. Sorry. -2. Okay. I think none of my attempts will land with Psycho today.
I think it was a +2.
They're not very close on the keyboard.
It's a typo.
I mean, if you used the numpad, they're next to each other, but oh well. Present your evidence, Ace Attorney. I only need one piece of evidence, it's Tifa. I feel like that gets me into and out of all of the trouble I ever need to be in. Or get out of.
Yeah.
Do you have any more nuggets of wisdom to disperse?
No, pressing the button.
She said while not moving. Thank you everybody
I'll give you a chance.
for witnessing some more Higurashi with us. We're back on Sunday with hopefully Tepe time, whatever that is. Bye!
Bye!